continue to be added the longer the story goes on. In your campaign, do that. Most people have a hard time starting a campaign because they don't know where to start. They think they need 7 kingdoms, hundreds of houses, thousands of NPCs. No, stop. You don't need that. What you need is one town, one place, 4 or 5 NPCs, and an inciting incident.
What a joke. I worked my ass off to get where I am. And you take these shortcuts and you think suddenly you're my peer? You do what I do because you're funny and you can make people laugh? I committed my life to this.
Every day I wake up and I hope you're dead. Dead like if I can guarantee Henry would be okay, I'd hope you'd get an illness and then get hit by a car and die.
In this video, we're going to talk about secondary objectives, a way to make your combat encounters spicy, delicious, fantastic. Secondary objectives enhance combat in D&D to an exponential degree. Let's go ahead and dive into number 10. Rescue missions. Task your players with rescuing an NPC or retrieving an item during combat. It will help add layers of urgency and potentially even a moral dilemma. My favorite example of this is instead of sending the players to kill the goblin camp that may raid the village, right? That's a consequence. Sometimes that's good enough. The goblins abducted the blacksmith. And now they need to save the blacksmith and kill the goblins. It's a secondary objective that spices things up.
You people should be thanking Christ that I am who and what I am because you need me. You need me to save you. You do. I am the only one who possibly can. You're not the real heroes. I'm the real hero.
Holy, look at all this damage!
Where? Where? Where, Dwight?
Seems like you already know where.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that you have rights? The Constitution says you do, and so do I. I believe that until proven guilty, every man, woman, and child in this country is innocent.
Now it's left to me to deal with him. You can't.
If you try to interfere, this becomes a much simpler matter. I will kill your wife. I will kill your son. I will kill your infant daughter.
But for now, we're going to look at a slightly different system that doesn't just affect the moment of death, but the moments before death. Something that makes combat more grounded, horror more horrifying, and sacrifices all the more heroic. Picture a movie fight scene between a hero and villain. They're clashing blades, dancing back and forth, parrying, dodging, blocking, keeping up with each other's advances, surprising each other with new techniques and strategies, until finally, one of them lands a devastating blow. It's not just a graze on the arm, it's not just a smack on the chest. It's 0 HP. When using the point of no return system, we want to draw attention to this moment of the fight. To make
Wait, those are your last ones? Those are your last ones?
Everybody,
No, that's just 21 through 25.
and welcome to Roll with Advantage. Very excited to be here today. Wow, Nick, you are so zoomed in. That's crazy. Okay, let me
That's sick.
let me fix that. Let me fix that a bit.
Send me out.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So happy to be here. Let's roll the intro and dive in. Boop, 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 boop.
To welcome you to the world of Evrand.
The Seekers of Insomnia.
I told you to leave me alone. I could do this.
I wanted us to live and I wanted him dead.
Oh, I am so happy to see you.
Every party needs a pooper.
Yeah, raise the blade!
John, are you having fun?
I would like to welcome.
I like music. I like movies with music in them.
Yeah, and we're back.
Welcome back.
Take it away, John.
I'm going to throw it right back to you. Welcome back to the Tales of Evrand session. Oh, I don't even have my notes open. Book 8, Chapter 6. I think this is like session 83 or 84, one of those two. Before we get into the session, as we do every week here on Roll with Advantage, we read summaries. And the DM doesn't, the players do. And I will continue this stick throughout the whole campaign. Joe, take us away into the summary.
All right, sounds good. Book 8, Chapter 5. I didn't write the title down. Demogorgon's Trap. I changed it because the session last week is the session this week because we didn't do the Blue Moon thing last week. So, Book 8, Chapter 5, The Demogorgon's Trap, parenthesis, she a thick one, that's for sure, LOL, end parenthesis. We spent the night in Anomi, the storm giant city, biding our time until Yrsa could use her magic to transport us back to our keep. The next morning, after attempting to teleport back to the material plane, Rian found himself unexpectedly teleported to the Demogorgon and into the Abyss, a situation from which he was fortuitously rescued by Marathil, thanks to his vigilant and, well, thankful, maybe a little creepy, scrying eye. After Rian was returned to the keep, Basil was frustrated that some of the party joked about the tense time and stormed off. Enid pursued, and the two delved into a heartfelt discussion about life, death, and love, reflecting on their collective growth. Enid committed to adopting a more serious demeanor when the circumstances demanded it. In a parallel conversation, Rian and Basil pondered the intricate laws of life and death, touching upon Basil's mother's disapproval of her life choices. Rian pushed Basil to move in a new direction in her life, potentially away from the Raven Queen. Gideon, on a more positive note, received the final upgrade for the gun that we brought back from the Astral Sea. The new model proved to be exceptionally effective, although in Yrsa's hands, maybe not so much. Moon initiated a conversation with Enid about the forthcoming Blue Moon, hinting at a significant discussion planned for that day concerning recent developments and Moon's ongoing projects, possibly related to the Moon Court. Yrsa dropped by. Oh man, I forgot that I actually wrote that into the summary. Yrsa dropped by Gideon's room for a quick check-in, ensuring that he was doing all right. Despite Gideon's assurances, Yrsa remained somewhat skeptical, though she seemed to accept his word. Then, in a lighter moment, Yrsa decided to test Gideon's new gun, leading to a few new pockmarked walls in his room. Yrsa then came to Rian to address the tension surrounding his earlier claims of him being the Rift Warden in Anomi. Yrsa expressed her concerns about being being perceived as weak or needing defense. Rian clarified his stance, emphasizing that his intention wasn't to undermine her strength, but to ensure her safety, believing the world to be better with her in it. Despite their differing views, Rian conceded to never claim the title of Rift Warden, acknowledging Yrsa's autonomy and strength. The party gathered for dinner, where we mulled over the insight shared by Moon and joked about how we were definitely not planning a surprise party for Enid, given that her birthday coincides with the Blue Moon. On the 30th of Uktar, which is Enid's actual birthday, Rian made a heartfelt gesture by presenting her with a painting of their old home, Nubai. It was a poignant reminder of her origins, with Rian hoping that it would help Enid not only remember her past, but also appreciate that her true home is where she's surrounded by love. As the session closed, we were all poised for the blue moon, Enid's definitely not surprise party, and bracing for any fallout from our recent encounter with the Demogorgon. Blech.
Beautiful summary, as always, Joe.
Freaking
So,
sick.
Diving back into our game. It is technically, at this point in time, Ukhtar the 29th. It is not the next day currently, as evening is approaching. As some of you know, that Clara is no longer around. She has gone on some sort of trip, leaving the gun to Gideon. Marathil is still in the keep. He is now currently in the kitchen eating. Romulus has checked in with all of you, letting you know that nothing has happened while you were away. However, Rian, there is, as Romulus is checking with you, says, there was something from your sister. Here. And he hands you a pouch. And you hear jingling inside.
Oh, money.
You see a single little tag on it that says, "You're welcome." And it is 30 gold pieces.
Honestly, it was probably more expensive to ship it here.
No. Remember, about 10 gold pieces can change someone's life, so...
Yeah, you know, that's fair, that's fair. All right,
but,
cool.
You get a portion of the proceeds from the Order of the Lotus.
Nice.
Enid, I assume this evening you were kind of hanging out with Basil, or are you doing anything else during this evening? I think actually you just finished speaking with Rian.
I think so, yeah, and she hung up the picture. But no, yeah, I don't think she had any other plans this evening at all.
Okay. Gideon, any other plans this evening?
Do not.
Okay. Rian?
I ain't got nothing.
All right. And Gak, what have you been doing this evening? There was a little bit of a party in Basil's room. Did you partake in the libations?
I think Gak would have been around and hanging out, but you could see that he was kind of in the. He wasn't very like talkative. You could see he was in his head thinking about stuff.
Okay. So once everyone starts to like head in different directions, where's Gak going? What is Gak doing?
Gak is going back to his room, where while we've been at the keep, he's been spending a lot of time in his room. And no one's quite sure why. He's just been in there.
Okay. Eyebrows raised.
I bet he's just been standing there like the last time Gideon checked on him.
Yeah, Gideon, if you open the door, Gak's just standing, staring at the wall.
He's idle.
What are you doing, Gak? Just standing here.
All right.
That was 20 sessions ago, everybody.
Okay, so Gak, in your room, I saw your message. Yes, you can be.
Okay.
So you want to spend the rest of the evening doing that?
Yeah, trying to get it to a place where it's presentable.
Okay. Go ahead and make me. First, go ahead and make me. How long are you spending on this?
What time is it?
I'd say it's probably around 7 p.m.
Okay, he'll probably be up pretty late doing it. So probably like midnight or something, 5 hours.
Okay, go ahead and
on it the whole time also.
Okay, go ahead and make me a just a general wisdom check. Oh man, I forgot you had those things.
Man, it's been 5 weeks.
All right,
Feels
comes
like it
back
was
with a nat 20.
yesterday.
Okay, Gak, this is not the first time you've done, not this particular thing, but this is not the first time you have created something. You pretty much know what type of spell this is. You know what school of magic it would be. And you know what spells intertwine with it. You just have to modify it slightly. So the first 30, 40 minutes is you kind of drawing out the initial runes for the spell. Well, the initial illustration for the spell. And it goes pretty smoothly, pretty quick. And as you go to cast it for the first time, make an Arcana check.
Okey-dokey. Arcana. Baba Booey. Can all be winners.
Okay. So as you cast the spell, it does fizzle out very quickly, and I'll give you 2 more chances. So make an Arcana check.
Alrighty, here we go. Come on. Oh yeah.
Okay. I like that it's still like a it's a 19.
Fail.
It's the Squidward walking sound.
Yeah. The second time you do see it conjure in front of you, and you go to interact with it, and you get about 2 steps, and then it kind of fizzles out. But you have something down. Go ahead and make one final Arcana check. Okay. The third
Nick,
time.
never make that noise again, okay? All right, thank you.
The third time, Gak, you get a couple steps and it falters, but it's presentable enough. It's not completely there, but it is. You know, you can show it off if you wanted to.
Okay. I think when that's all done and he's like finally ready to like go to bed, he's gonna go out to the kitchen and get a snack before heading to bed.
Okay. As you go out into the kitchen, you are slightly startled as you do see Marathil, who is still eating. He goes, "Oh, hello, Gak."
Hi. Hey. Hi. Hello. Hi.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I just didn't expect you to be sitting at the table.
Where else was I supposed to eat?
I mean, I didn't know you were eating. If I knew you were eating, I would expect you at the table.
Sorry, I've had quite the appetite, quite a bit of spells used. Also, I am a dragon, so we do eat quite a bit.
Yeah, I did have a question about that.
Which part, the spells or the dragon?
About the dragon, if you don't
All
mind.
right.
If it's okay.
All right. If they're respectable questions, I do not mind. I do not mind, Gak. Ask your questions.
Okay. So, I don't think this is true,
It might be.
but I was told that some dragons eat coins.
It is not true. In a sense, no one can consume coins and gain nourishment. There are some dragons out there that are in love with the hoard they build, the gold they consume, which usually used in context just means they gain it. And stash piles everywhere.
I thought
There-
I thought they ate it.
No, not any dragons that I know of. You'd probably have an upset stomach if you did. Now, I know that there are some out there that will melt the coin and use it as some sort of bath. Liquid gold.
Is it? It would have to be hot, right?
Oh, very. Molten. But especially those of the red color, are pretty much immune to anything heat-related. Myself, I am not one of those. My brother, however, is slightly resistant to all that, but he does not bathe in gold.
Yeah. I don't know where to get all of it. I mean, he's in the palace,
But
Well-
no, we do not eat coins.
Okay. Thank you. I'll leave you alone because I could ask you questions about dragons all night. Just because I like to
love
learn
answering
stuff.
questions.
Okay, and Gak sits down at the table.
So,
I will say, Gak, that Maritha will talk to you the entire time. He loves talking about himself and dragons and everything lore related. So, yeah. Any question you want to ask, if you want to know it, he will answer it.
Okay, I don't have any right now, but Gak does.
Yeah. So you sit there and you eat your fill with Marithel, and again, Marithel's been here in the kitchen for about 3 hours now. You eventually see him kind of get the food off of his mouth with a nearby napkin and go, now I'm full. Well, that was a very good conversation, Gak. I'm glad we had it.
I'm glad too. Are you gonna be here tomorrow?
Do you want to meet?
Oh yeah, you're welcome to. Yeah.
I could stay. Do you have a guest room?
Oh, we got so many rooms in this place.
Wonderful. Then I will stay.
Okay. You could also bunk with me if you wanted to.
No, that's okay.
Okay. I have a lake in my room.
Really?
Yeah. The guest room's near my room. You can look at it while we walk by.
All right, I'll look at it. And you lead him to the guest room, and he sees it, and wow, there's actually a lake in your room. Impressive.
It took a lot, but it was neat.
All right, well, I'm going to go to bed. Is the guest room open? Is there any furniture?
There's like a bed, I think. And there's like a really nice corner of the room that you could throw your stuff on.
That's fine. I'll make use of it. And you lead him to the guest room, and as soon as he gets into the guest room, he looks around and goes, quaint.
Couldn't you just like make furniture appear?
Oh, I could, but I also have my own means of lodging. And you see him start casting, and you see the slight faint glimmer of what looks like a door start to kind of coalesce in the middle of the room.
Ooh. What's that?
Oh, just a common spell that a lot of mages and wizards and bards and have. Magnificent mansion.
Magnificent mansion.
Yes. I'm going to, as much as I love the room, I need to stretch my wings.
Yeah.
And as the door opens, he says, "Good night, Gak." And you can see on the other side, it is just a large stone-domed room. And as soon as he walks in, you see the door as it's shutting, he transforms into a dragon and just kind of starts to lay down as the door shuts. And then you see the door disappear.
That's cool. I need to look into that. That's cool.
Okay. So, Gak, you head to bed. All of you head to bed. Is there anything anyone's doing during this night before the next day? Okay. Well, with that, the sun rises in the morning. All of you see the sun glaring through your windows. You wake up and find yourself in the kitchen at the dining hall as breakfast has been made. You all can converse amongst yourselves, or you have all day until, obviously, it is nighttime and the blue moon appears. You can see outside that there is a slight... Those who are magic users, I guess... I guess all of you would faintly feel this. There's a static in the air. Not in electricity, it is this feeling of the rising of arcane power. But it is very stagnant right now. This day definitely feels a little bit different. All of you feel this slight surge growing inside. But all of you are at the table. You can converse if you want, or you can go about your day. What do you want to do?
How much longer do we have till Moon gets here?
She will be appearing at the Blue Moon, so tonight.
Tonight. Cool.
So
I don't think I have anything for the party right now.
Yeah, I don't have anything particular for me. But maybe I don't know if the party wants to talk about what we want to do next, or what our thoughts are before we get more information about that Moon's bringing. I don't know if that's something we wanted to talk about.
I think I'd rather wait to hear what she has to say, because then I feel like that's just gonna change a lot, because she really hasn't told us anything, right? Like, not really.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd rather just wait rather than discuss all these plans, and it's like, well, that's out the window.
It's true. Ryan, Gak?
I agree with that sentiment. I don't have anything else to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Sorry, go ahead, Nick.
I was gonna say, my one question is today Enid's birthday, or is it tomorrow?
Today is Uktar the 30th.
Okay.
It is Enid's birthday.
Oh, it is today. Okay, sorry, I thought it was yesterday.
Your real birthday is Uktar the 30th. You usually celebrate it on the Blue Moon because. So it is up to you guys as well. I know, out of character, I know that Kayla isn't here right now and Rachel's not here. I don't know if we still want to do Enid's birthday or do it next session, like go back in time kind of thing, or it's up to you guys.
I mean, speaking as Ryan, I don't want to do it without them, because I'm not gonna lie, it's probably way more important to the two of them, and I don't have anything planned personally.
Yeah, Rian already did his Enid birthday thing, so.
I don't do things, so.
You're the birthday person.
Well, that's not.
If there's anything you want to present, I would say go ahead, and then we can do the party.
Yeah.
We can go back in time to do the party before.
Yeah.
Let's move forward.
I think Gak will pull Gideon and Rianne aside and try to be quiet, and he'll be like,
"So, are we giving Enid gifts at her party, or are we waiting, or can we give them now?"
I thought there wasn't going to be a party.
No.
You just said that 8 times.
No, it was deceit to try and
That was deceit?
To try and fool Enid, yeah.
What?
Really commits.
She does, yeah. And I definitely think that Enid is not suspicious at all.
Okay, that's good.
Well, now I'm going to look like a jerk. Did everyone get her something but me?
I mean,
my God.
I'm being entirely honest, I already gave Enid her gift because I gave it to her on her actual birthday.
What do you mean her actual birthday?
Well, the day she was born, not when she chooses to celebrate it. I understand why she would. When everything happened, I don't think that she had the date committed to mind, but she knew the Blue Moon was special to her, so that's when she would celebrate it. But I don't think she knew the real date because of everything. So the 30th is her birthday. So last night I gave her her gift, just as a small personal thing before the party.
Okay, well, Then I could give her my gift now, and then we don't have to worry about her getting gifts on her at her party.
That would, yeah, that would happen sometimes back home where it would be somebody's birthday, and then there'd be that really awkward thing where you just kind of sit there and watch them open presents for 20, 30 minutes, and it wasn't fun for anybody. Well, it's fun for one person, but...
Yeah, I liked it, but maybe because my family was small.
Mm-hmm, yeah. So then, yeah, go for it. Give her a gift now, and I don't think there was any expectation of a gift. I just had
and yet
something.
I can't be the one person that doesn't give her something.
Well, you got some time, Gideon.
I think
like a few out. What does she even like? Knives? She has plenty of knives.
She does have a lot of knives, yeah.
You could sign my gift.
Wait.
No.
Gideon.
What?
Just an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Did Clara ever finish the thing?
Yeah. Nah.
That's fair. That's fair. That seems really dangerous.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, right. No,
Go,
I get that.
Go whip something up.
Yeah,
up. How do you
Artificer
think
boy.
crafting's done?
Come on. Get to work.
I mean, you could come up with it doesn't have to be like a gadget. It can be like
a what?
A gadget, like something that does stuff.
Okay.
It could be just like a little trinket or something.
I don't really make things for decor.
But you know how to make stuff, and it does look good.
Yeah.
So what if you took the part of it that looked good, and nothing behind it worked? Like just like the shell of the thing you're making, it's just like something that's pretty.
Gak, you have no idea how much that sentence just hurt me to hear you say that.
Well, what if later you could be like, hey, I can make something out of that if you want.
That's better.
If you like it.
So yeah, it's kind of like a hermit crab at that point, but you just build the shell.
That'd be cool.
I need to go get materials. Do you think I have time to get there and back?
I think so. Gak walked there and back in a suit of armor one day, so I think
that's true. I forgot about that. All right, if Enid asks, tell her I'm busy. And he just turns and leaves.
Is that
okay?
Is that really the best excuse? He turns to Gak.
I mean, it's not a lie, so.
That's true, I guess. So I guess it is the best.
Does Gideon walk outside and summon the draconic spirit?
Sure does.
And fucking flies off into the distance.
I gotta get scrap metal.
Just cursing under his breath the entire time.
If that was the worst bit of deception I've ever heard, your son.
Just let me know. I know you're probably just thinking of this now, but let me know the materials you think you will need. It'll only take you like an hour to get this stuff.
With your permission,
it takes
Gideon,
you like 15 minutes to get to Shardina with the dragon.
Gideon might pick up a few other things while he's there, so I'm probably going to send you like a full list, and feel free to just veto the things that's like, no, absolutely not.
I veto all of them.
Cool. No gift for Enid. That's on you.
Okay, so Gideon flies off into the sunset.
So I think as like before they go back, Gak will turn to Rian and he'll go,
I can show everybody the gift later, but I think I'm gonna go see if Enid wants to like go into a different room.
Oh yeah, of course.
Give her a gift in like private. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, please do. I'll go find something else to do.
Yeah, Merithel's still here somewhere, so you could hang out with him.
Do you know where he last was?
Yeah, no, I saw him walk into a door and turn into a dragon, and then the door disappeared.
Okay, all right.
But it's in that room over there, so.
Okay, thank you.
We'll
and
probably come out
Rian's
of that one, yeah.
gonna start walking the opposite way of that door.
Oh, that's funny. All right.
Yeah. So Gak will go up to Enid then, and he'll be like,
Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. Eating. oatmeal. It's not the best. We're out of brown sugar.
Yeah.
But if you want some, I'll make you some.
Yeah, I might have some on this normal morning day.
Okay. She'll start whipping up some oatmeal.
Yeah, and you know, I'd love to eat this oatmeal, in my room.
Okay. You can take it to your room.
Yeah, and you could like take your oatmeal into my room too, and we could like hang out on the dock and eat oatmeal.
Yeah, that sounds like where I want to eat my oatmeal. And she'll finish up making his oatmeal.
Gak is just acting so weird. He keeps yawning because he doesn't know what to do.
You good? Tired?
Yeah, it's just a normal morning.
Well, did you sleep well last night?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Wow.
got lots of sleep last night.
You look like you need some coffee. Just...
Yeah, no. I wasn't up talking to Merito all night.
Oh, Maribel's been watching us apparently. Did you know that?
No.
I'm gonna be honest, Gak. After what happened, you have such a high wisdom that there's no possible way you would fail a wisdom check on scrying. So you've probably seen like scrying eyes pop up randomly.
Like, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Well, I've seen a bunch of like eyes that look like his that just appear in front of me all the time.
They didn't freak you out at all?
No, sometimes I look into the sun too long and I get these like dots. So I just thought that's what those were.
You should maybe not do that, Gag.
Well, I try not to do it too long, but
Okay.
a little bit. It's kind of like a game.
I think we should revisit this with somebody who's better with healing magic. Actually, who has healing magic, period. But here's your oatmeal.
Thank you. off to my room to eat the oatmeal.
Sure.
And Gak's like, he's walking like really straight up, trying to pretend like, like as normal as possible.
Right. She's like raising an eyebrow. Kind of knows like, okay, something's off, but she'll just keep following.
When you, while you're walking to the room, you see up ahead Marithel, who looks to the two of you, says, "Good morning."
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How was your mansion?
Amazing.
Good.
There's not much in there. I'd say I'd show you around sometime, but it's just a big stone dome.
Yeah, that's fine. Does it always look like that, or can you like decide what it looks like?
No, I can decide what it looks like whenever, but it's too much work.
Can you teach Gak that spell?
Yeah, I'm in the market to learn how to do that.
Sounds
I don't see why not, but considering how often you all move around, I feel as though teaching Gax that spell would be difficult.
Can you teach it to me through the eyes that you look at us with?
What eyes?
Gak,
our oatmeal's getting cold.
I want to make an insight check.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if Gak knows what to do.
Good.
Enid wants to disappear, which she could, but she also doesn't want to leave Gak.
10.
The eyes that you look at us with.
Ha 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 ha! Gak, our oatmeal's getting really cold.
Yeah, it is.
I do not know what you are talking about.
Yeah, you do. That's fine.
No, I do. No, I cannot teach you the spell through the scry.
Oh, that's okay.
I also would like to apologize for scrying on all of you, but in this instance, it helped, so.
Yeah,
I don't apologize fully.
Right, yeah, definitely not trying to be ungrateful for the help, but also, it would have been nice to know.
Well, now you do.
Thank you.
And I will do it less.
Yeah, check
Maybe
in
I'll
on
send a message before I do it.
That
Or maybe
would
I should
be-
just send a message in general.
That would be so great.
That might slow you down. Have you seen Rian?
Yeah, he went that way.
No.
Thank you, Gak. And he walks past you and says, "Have fun eating your oatmeal." And
Thanks,
he
it's a
walks down
normal
the hall.
morning.
All right. So the
into my
TV
room,
going to
Enid.
catch room.
All right. I will narrate what I'm doing just like you're doing.
Yeah, I'm walking in the room.
I'm eating my oatmeal.
Oh yeah.
Gak is gonna cast Mage Hand, and he's gonna the Mage Hand is gonna grab Enid's bowl of oatmeal and hold it up in the air like 20 feet.
I mean, okay, is this a challenge?
No, it's cool.
I mean, it is cool, but I kind of was eating that.
Oh, do you want? You want the oatmeal?
Well, that's why I had it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Here, you can go get it.
And Gak is going to cast Light Steps.
What's that?
So, as you cast this Gak, Enid, you see these slight discs of light appear, one after another. About 3 of them appear. And you notice that usually with magic spells and light spells, you can usually see through it. It's opaque enough to see through it. These are almost solid.
Wow. So they just look like phantasmal stairs kind of thing? Or like floating
little-
discs?
Yeah, floating discs.
Oh.
And Gak's just standing there. He's like, "Yeah, go get the oatmeal, Enid."
That's so cool! And yeah, she'll like leap from each one, going to go get it. When did you learn this one?
I came up with it. And
You did this?
Yeah. I had the idea a while ago because it was in some fight we had, and you had to get somewhere and you were like having trouble getting there, and I was like, I wish I could just like get Enid there. And there was
Aw.
another fight where like Gideon was like, it was like when the dragons were fighting, Gideon was like on a balcony, and Gideon was like, I need to get off this balcony. And I was like, I wish I could get him off the balcony, you know? So I came up with a little spell that can help my friends get places, and I wanted to give it to you for your birthday.
Okay, side note, that's so cute because he started with spoons and now he made stairs. Gak is just building a home and it's destroying my heart right
Just
now.
backwards. He's building it backwards.
A
First he
little
started
bit.
with
He's starting with like
Spoons and
spoons, and now we
stairs.
got stairs. No doors or walls.
I got
No
this new spell. It's
roof.
called Roof. You can make a
You know, when it
chimney.
rains and you need an umbrella, but you don't have an umbrella, and now we got a roof. So,
So, we haven't created the spell entirely yet, but I feel this spell would work like giving someone a flying speed for literally an action,
okay.
or a round, I guess, which would
Mhm.
be wherever the stairs are. Obviously, this would be a lot more theater of the mind with this kind of spell. But, you know, I think the stairs would allow you to get up to at least 30 feet.
That's
in
so cool.
horizontal? No, for vertical direction. So you could
it
walk 30 feet
spell?
up to something.
What level spell, or is it a cantrip?
It'd probably be like a second.
Yeah. Subject to change.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I love that. So yeah, so she's gonna be like in awe. She's going up to go grab the oatmeal and just like amazed by this because she like just can't comprehend. Like Gideon and Gak are inventing all these things, and so she'll come back down and she's just gonna be like, I can't even. You did this, and that's so thoughtful. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Happy birthday, sister.
Thank you. She'll give him a hug.
Yeah.
And just say, wow, this is gonna be so helpful, just like in general, not even just in like when we're in combat, but wow, I love this idea. What other like spells do you have? Do you have any others in mind?
I have some ideas I'm cooking. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm really interested.
Okay, I'll tell you, because it's your birthday, I will tell you one of the other spell ideas that I have cooking.
Yes, please.
Okay. And this is one that I don't even know if I can make it.
I'm sure you can.
But I'm just like, I'm thinking about. Honestly, I think the spell will only work when the planes are like getting closer together. I don't think it'll work once we fix everything.
Okay.
But you know, I have that one spell that I can like disappear, and I'm in the ethereal plane, and I
Mhm.
can like see everything, and it's like the same as the world, but it's all shadows and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I also have a spell now where I can, it's like the one that I used that I could find hidden doors and stuff. I used it when we were in like the tower when we got betrayed.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I could like find hidden doors, but I can also see into the ethereal plane.
Okay.
So I'm trying, and I don't know. I think I gotta talk to somebody who knows more about this stuff than I do. But I
Mhm.
want to see if I can like look into the ethereal plane and then like go there on purpose, as opposed to like
Mhm.
sometimes.
I
Because
feel
that
like,
spell, I
yeah.
like don't know if I'm gonna go or not.
Right.
And if I make a spell where I just like can go there, that could be cool. But I don't know.
That would be cool. What is in the ethereal plane?
It's like,
And I think Gak's gonna cast Minor Image to try to explain it. And he's gonna cast, from Enid's perspective, he's gonna cast Minor Image like onto the room that we're in and make it look all shadowy and wispy. And he'll be like,
so it's like, I can see everything that's happening here, like in a little circle around me. I can't see really far away.
Oh, okay.
But it's like shadowy. So it's almost like when you like disappear, except you stay here.
Mhm.
It feels like that because I'm like walking around and people can't see me, but I can see them. And they're all like,
okay.
they're like little wind and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
It's
And
also
so,
where spirits live.
oh, so Basil can see into it then too, or at least see them, not or however it works. You guys know. I don't gotta explain it. Not my job. But so then Enid will ask, okay, so and then when you go there, if you want to like do it more at will, what do you want to do with that? Like, is that something like how do you think it'll be helpful for you?
One, I think it's cool to just go to a different plane of existence. But
Yeah.
two, it can help me. I'm really tall, and enemies can hit me very easy. And I think that I could, like, if I could go there, they can't hit me. So that'd be nice.
That would be, yeah, good protection.
And I don't know if I can hit other people while I'm in there. That's something else I gotta like ask someone about. But that would be interesting. And like, I don't know if I could like, could I walk through a wall when I'm in there? I don't know, but maybe I could like sneak into places.
We could sneak together because I can walk through walls and turn invisible so people can't see me.
That'd be cool. I'm just guessing stuff. Probably none of that's true, but I think it'd be a cool idea. So I've been kicking that around, but.
You know what? Sorry, different train of thought. But I know that there's this pronk thing going on, and like, so some people consider that there are teams. Personally, I think we have an opportunity here with your stairs.
Yeah.
To pronk somebody. I don't know if you want to like plot here with me, but I think we should pronk both Rianne and Gideon. I know we have alliances, but I kind of am a little bit of a free agent sometimes.
Listen, I think pronks are for everybody, and I'll pronk with anybody to anybody.
I love to hear that.
I'll pronk Basil too. She said she'll be like mad at me, but do you think she's gonna get mad at me?
No, yeah, you're probably safe. I think I will not do that. I'm
You
trying
could be
to.
in the doghouse. Woof, woof.
One could say that. But I think we should figure out how to pronk Gideon and Rianne with the stairs.
I also need to work on seeing if I can get these stairs not going up, because that'd be cool too.
Yeah, to go down.
But that's gonna take a little bit of work, I think.
Or even just flat, so that it's like a bridge. That'd be good.
That would be cool. There's so many things I could do with it. But we should definitely try to prank them.
Okay. All right. And then I don't know if you want to RP our pranking, but we can also just go message John.
Yeah, I think as we're like drifting off trying to come up with pranks, he's like,
maybe we could like make them go up it and they don't know.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Or like with your mirror image, we make it look like a brand new staircase, and they're like, where did this come from? And we just are like, I don't know. And everyone's just trying to figure out where these stairs came from.
That's really funny.
I think it'd be funny.
Just new stairs.
And they're
would
be even
so
funnier.
Confused.
Would be funnier is if they see it, but we say it's not there.
Oh, and then they like walk up it, and we're like, whoa!
Wow, are you doing that?
That'd be so funny.
I love that. I love that plan a lot.
Okay, let's figure it out.
Let's go. Stairs, stairs, stairs. What is that from? You know what I'm talking about, right? iCarly, that's what it's from.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Did not know that.
Okay. Jerry Trainer, everybody.
So, as the two of you continue speaking about pranks, where are you at, Rian?
I think Rian would be out in the woods surrounding the keep, just kind of getting some, quiet, peaceful meditation, just kind of on his own.
Okay. You hear a message.
Rian, where are you?
I am meditating. That's it.
You get another message.
You know, you're supposed to answer the question. There's not a lot of words. Meditate. I need to speak with you when you get a chance.
I will meet you in the garden by the keep.
Okay. So, Rian, as you are meditating, are you doing anything or?
No, at that point he would just get up and
okay,
head to the garden.
Okay. A couple minutes later, you see Marathil in the garden, and he goes, "There you are. How did your meditation go?"
It was cut short, but fine.
How annoying.
It's fine.
Sorry.
No.
I didn't mean to stop your meditation.
It's all right.
I'm wanted to speak with you because I'm going to be heading back to Eldin. I need to oversee the continuation of the rebuild of the chalice.
Mm-hmm.
First, I wanted to ask how you are doing. You, out of all of them, have come face to face with that monster.
I am fine, of course. I don't suppose I have a choice otherwise. Of course, in the moment I was afraid. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if I was going to make it out, but thanks to you, I did. So, I need to do what I need to do to make sure that, should that happen again, we're prepared. Or, just to make sure that if he tries to interfere in any way, we'll be prepared for that as well.
Well, first off, I will say you handled it gracefully, as anyone could. Secondly, I'd say I do want to apologize for scrying on all of you without permission. I know it is very much frowned upon.
Well, yes, but luckily in that moment it worked out quite well. I'm definitely not going to complain about it being a something in that moment.
Well, I wanted to give you something should you need me again, as I find all of you to be very good friends.
Oh, well, thank you.
I want to help as much as I can. And he pulls out a blue gem, a sapphire, and hands it to you.
Thank you.
All you need to do with that is to think. Think about, well, me. And I will be there. This... I know it's been real. All of you have talked about it. But seeing it... This is actually happening, isn't it?
It is.
Well, all of you, from when we first met, have become so powerful. It's quite, honestly, amazing to see how far all of you have come.
Thank you.
I know.
The strongest minerals are, well, they come together with the most amount of pressure, and that's definitely what we're in right now.
You have been hanging out with Ursa a lot.
Yes, yes, I have. Nature metaphors, they rub off on you.
Well, I wanted to say goodbye before I left. And, again, if you need me, I will be around.
Of course. Thank you.
Now I need to find all of the others to say goodbye, because I do not want them to miss me. Goodbye, Rian.
Goodbye, Marathel.
And you see, of course, Marathel, being always extra, disappears in a cloud of green and jade smoke, which he just teleports back into the castle, but you don't see that. He goes looking for Basil, telling Basil he is leaving. He goes to look for Yrsa, telling Yrsa. He waits for Gideon to return. So, Gideon, as you get to Shradina, you are able to get your materials. I'd say you'd mark off about, for the materials, 5 gold pieces.
5 gold. Whatever am I going to do?
50,000 gold pieces?
No.
What
if I just bought in a deck of cards?
Yeah, those don't exist.
What?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the deck of many things.
No. I was
Yeah,
like,
those
churros
don't
exist, but
exist.
playing cards don't? That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I totally think we should do deck of mini cards for Enid. That'd be totally safer than a gun.
I'd rather she have the gun.
Look, the deck of many things will not be in any of my campaigns, so I'm not trying to just destroy the whole thing.
Don, I just make things so interesting, though.
Okay, well, draw 12 cards, I guess.
All right.
No.
I'm just going to watch from way over there.
You all die.
End of campaign. Next.
Yep. With the other requests, are you traveling to Eldon?
Yes.
Okay.
I would have planned ahead, though, to get port glass or whatever I could to make the trip faster.
Okay, cool. So for your second request, go ahead and make A investigation check.
Investigation. All right. I'll be guidancing myself on that. Stick.
Okay.
You're 29.
Ooh, okay. I will say this. I don't think I need to like. The second request. Can I just say this out loud, or do you want me to message it?
Is this the books? Is
Yeah.
this number 2? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. That's not like a secret.
Okay. So Gideon, as you travel to Ailden to go to the Lyceum to find some knowledge about, is it just Demogorgon, or is it other things?
I mean, specifically Demogorgon, because he's hoping in the research of Demogorgon he might learn about Pandemonium. Is that what it is? Where is he at? The Abyss? Is it just the Abyss?
The Abyss.
My bad. Yeah, like he's hoping that by tailoring his search, he'll either find the specific info he's looking for, or he'll just learn stuff about the Abyss, or creatures that serve him, or things that will just be helpful. But he's really trying to find stuff on Demogorgon itself, because since everyone's heard about it, someone's got to know something.
Okay. With what did you get? 20?
29.
29.
Smart lad.
Okay, so what you would find out, there's not a lot of information about Demogorgon.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of information about the Abyss. I believe some of the information that Rian found was not. It wasn't in the Cloud Giant City. Where was it?
It was that
Siri.
huge
It
city
was in Al Shahab.
where the Broca was.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is in a library that is surrounded by the divine, right? It is in that junction where there are churches to many of the gods. So you do notice that a lot of the books and tomes are a lot more religious and a lot more dedicated towards the gods and towards the planes, which is good because you do find a couple of things. First off, being that the Abyss didn't always exist. After the calamity, when the prime deity locked away the betrayer gods, one god known as Tharizdun, the Chained Oblivion, was locked away in a demiplane. It is said that through his madness, he thought of the Abyss, and it became a reality. So the god of chaos, Tharizdun, created the Abyss in its infinite layers, which then, as stories say, spawned all of the demon princes, Demogorgon, Orcus, Gratz, who's the other one? Zuckmoy is one that you've actually run into with the eye and the Mind Flayers. There is not a lot of information about these demon lords, other than they've created their own domains as well. And Demogorgons is one that is, and I didn't make this lore, but I'm keeping it. It's called the Gaping Maw, a jungle of the Abyss. And the Demogorgon is described to be a two-headed entity with tentacles for arms, both heads looking like primates. It doesn't give names to these heads, but stories say that one is the logical thinker. The left head is that the one that can discern things and is logical and will think about things in a correct manner, whereas the right head is feral and bloodthirsty, and they work off of each other. Other than that, you know that you don't know exactly what Demogorgon is capable of, other than that he is the demon prince of chaos, and almost every single prince or demon lord has some sort of abilities relating to their layers, what they rule over. And you do know that the eyes of Demogorgon have special properties. That looking into the eyes of Demogorgon does cause certain things.
Cool.
Other than that, there's not a lot left, and a lot of this is stories that are told that you read. So not all of this is true or fact, or can be taken as fact, but is derived from something.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right, and your fourth request: make a persuasion check.
Alright, well, I'm casting Enhance Ability on myself for that one, because I'm not very good at persuading. Nope, that was... Okay, well, I'm just going to roll twice. Ugh. 14.
14.
14.
It takes you about an hour into this conversation. And eventually there is, fine, I will do it. Let's go now and let's get this over with. I have plenty to do.
I understand. Thank you.
Do you have means to get us there?
I do.
All right, well, let's go. I need everyone to make perception checks.
Fuck.
With disadvantage.
Everyone with disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
If we select disadvantage from roll 20, are we allowed to do that now, or should we still double roll? Not roll 20. What is this? D&D Beyond.
It should roll twice from D&D Beyond.
I know for a while we were like not doing that.
Try
I
it.
don't remember why. Oh, I rolled the same thing anyway. Oh wait, no, I didn't. I'm just dyslexic.
I don't think it came through.
I was gonna say I don't see any rolls from me.
Because I didn't hit the B.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 15.
Okay.
6.
All right. And I see Gak rolled a what?
17.
Gak, you do in fact hear a slight down the hallway as you are near the kitchen. Do you investigate?
If Enid's around or someone else is around, Gak's gonna go.
Oh, man. I gotta go to the bathroom.
And then he's just gonna start heading down towards Gideon's room.
Okay.
Yeah, Enid and him were probably still together, so she'll just be like on the grass in his room, like with her hands behind her, and be like, I don't know what his problem is today.
So Gak, you start heading down the hallway by yourself.
I'm assuming that an explosion came from Gideon.
It was actually not from Gideon's room.
Oh.
How dare you?
I think he goes to Gideon's room and he's like,
Hey, Gideon.
You hear from 2 doors down. I'm gonna message you.
Okay.
And sorry,
That's
I'll be
so
right back, like 30 seconds.
Okay. Gak is like holding. You see, like Scorching Ray starts in his hands, and he's holding his action, and he's just walking towards the room.
Okay. As you do you open the door?
Yeah.
Okay. You open the door.
And
We have to wait for Ryan.
I think I know what's happening.
So, Gak, as you open the door, you see Gideon, and you see a drow man with white hair. He looks over, and you see furniture on the ceiling.
Okay. So today then,
He's
Yeah, today.
Okay.
Gak lets his scorching ray go.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Gak.
We've already met before.
Well, my brain told me I just saw a guy with white hair. I didn't recognize you or know your name.
You recognize Silas from the College of Eldon.
Hi, Silas.
Silas. Is he supposed to know?
Yeah, we've been planning this for a bit.
All right, and you see another piece of furniture. All right, I'm done. And Gak, as you kind of slowly back up, how do we get back?
That.
The front door is over that way.
You don't have a means to bring me back?
If you'll recall, you didn't ask. You said if we had a way to get here.
We have a guest room if you want to, like, spend a night or something.
No, I do not want to spend the night.
Okay.
Probably good. Ursa could probably send him back.
I will get back myself.
Okay.
He walks
Thank you,
past
though.
both of you and walks down the hall of the keep.
Thank you so much.
He does not respond.
Gideon, did you pay him?
No, he didn't ask for payment. I just convinced him to do it.
Oh. Hey, I could give you some money for, like, the trip home or something.
I don't need it. Goodbye.
Okay.
As he walks further down. I think, yeah, Rian, you would probably enter into the keep after being in the garden. As you see Silas Dalel, the Dunamancer from the College of Eldon, who helped with the Dreamworld stuff, walk past you.
What are you doing here? Just curious.
I don't know why.
Is he telling the truth?
Inside check.
16.
So, he's telling the truth in the sense of he doesn't know why he came here, as in like why he took the time out of his day to do something here. But he also knows why what he did here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're worried, it does not pertain to you.
I'm not worried. I'm used to it. But all right.
You
did they get you a way back?
I was going to ask you, do you have any way to get me back?
So they brought you here to do something,
Yes.
and then they didn't even have
the decency to tell me they couldn't get me back. Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes.
And kids these days, am I right? Oh. All right. Listen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am not a wizard nor a sorcerer. I have no way to teleport you back. I can pay for your fare back. I have connections in Shradina that could have you teleported back to Eldon through the teleportation circles.
Down the hallway, you hear, "Is that Silas?" As you see Marithil look around the corner. Oh, hey! I could get you back. Oh, great. Marithil.
Riel smile. All right. Good to know. Wonderful. Look at that.
Silas, I'm leaving soon anyways. Just sit around, have a cup of coffee. There's breakfast. I just need to say goodbye to some of my friends before we leave. Have you seen Gideon at all? Yes. He's that way. And you see Silas just walk down into one of the rooms that you have is like a guest waiting room near the library. Gideon and Gak down the hall. You hear, Gideon. Gideon.
Gideon will step out into the hallway.
Oh, there you are. Oh, Gak. I was looking for you too. I'm leaving. That's all.
All right.
Just didn't want to be rude and leave without you knowing.
That's okay. There's something I want to show you, but I'll show you another time.
All right.
Thank you for saving Rand's life.
Of course. I did note that I will not be scrying on all of you anymore without permission. So I will send a message before I look, but then I realize if I send a message, then that's probably better than scrying. So I will be sending messages more frequently.
Well, I might call upon you soon. I have an experiment I want to run, and you would be helpful if things go south.
That sounds... Wait, south?
Like bad, down.
But why would you want me... No, I want to be part of the good things, not the bad things, Gideon.
Well, if things go well, then I probably won't need your help, but you would be very relevant in preventing me from dying should things go badly. And I think saving my life is a good thing. Her different way of dying.
All right. I will ask later.
I will explain everything to you when I am ready, because I'm not even ready, so this whole conversation might be pointless.
Well, be safe. Good luck saving the world, Gak.
Thank you.
Good job on the spells.
Thank you.
Have you seen Enid?
Yeah, Enid's in my room, and I'll show you the thing I've been working on. I made a new spell.
Ooh.
I'll let you say goodbye to Enid, but Maritha, when you see Enid, will you tell her to come find me later, please?
Of course.
Thank you. Bye, Gak.
All right, bye, Gideon.
Bye, Gideon. Bye, Gak. And he walks down the hall.
And Gak follows him.
I was say, I thought he was going to show him the spell.
Yeah.
Is this... Oh, right. And you open the door, Gak. Hi, Enid.
Hey.
I'm leaving. I just wanted to say goodbye.
Oh, goodbye. It was nice having you. You're welcome anytime.
I know.
Honestly, you can make the guest room into something better than it is, so.
That's tempting. That's
I know you
very
like
tempting.
Decorating stuff.
Home away from home. The view is beautiful here.
It's pretty nice, yeah.
You know where the view would be better?
Where?
Up a little bit. All right, Enid, you ready?
I'm ready. She stands up.
And Gak casts light steps again.
Limes.
You created the spell.
Yeah, I've been working on it for the past couple of days because I wanted to give it to Enid for her birthday.
That
Best
is
present
wonderful.
ever.
That's amazing. Good job, Gak.
Thank you.
Well.
I'll teach it to you someday.
Oh. You know, I have trouble going upstairs.
Yeah, and these are big ones too.
See, and this is better because it's you don't need stairs.
Yeah.
That's
it
true.
provides them.
That is very true. Well, I'm glad I got to see the spell. I'm glad I got to see all of you. I'm glad all of you are safe. For now, apparently.
Ideally.
It won't.
Well.
No, yeah.
No, of course not. Well, all of you have a good night, a good day. And I will see you later.
Okay.
Be safe.
Get back safe.
And he bows and walks out. And you hear down the hall. All right, Silas, let's go.
Oh, and Enid, Gideon would really like to talk to you. I was supposed to tell you that before I left.
The door opens. And he says that.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, John. It was too tempting.
No, I forgot. I have a really small brain. As he then shuts the door, and you hear a popping noise as Silas and Marithill are gone.
I feel like There's always just people in her house, Gak. I don't even know who Silas is. Did we meet this guy?
Yeah, he was the guy at the college that helped get him with the dream stuff.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Him. Well, I'll go see Gideon now.
He's
I
down
go
that
see
way.
Gideon. Oh, yeah.
Where's Gideon?
He'd go back to his room.
Right. Enid, you knock on the door and
Yeah.
open to see Gideon.
You wanted to see me?
Yes. So happy birthday.
Thanks.
Is it rude to how old are you now?
I'm pretty positive. You know what? Rian might actually remember a little bit better. I'm pretty positive I'm 28.
Okay. Well, happy birthday.
Thanks.
I was told that we weren't gonna do anything, and we're still not, but felt like you should have something anyway, you know?
Oh, thanks. I mean, sure. Yeah, I mean, some people have been giving me some stuff, so it's really sweet. I don't remember the last time I've gotten like, you know, a proper gift or anything. So this is really special.
All right. I know these aren't normally your style, so if you hate it, that's totally okay too. I will not take that personally.
Okay.
And he has just like a very plain box. It's not like colorful or like wrapped up or anything. It's just a box.
Just a box.
He just
Aw.
kind of pushes it towards you.
Okay. She'll take the box and open it.
Inside are two metal gauntlets made from a very nice black metal. Despite the fact that they're metal, they feel incredibly lightweight to where you know that they're not going to hinder you in battle at all. They're purely style.
Ooh.
For now. We'll
true.
see. Anyways.
Oh.
But emblazoned on them, the biggest thing, there's a lot of like really intricate details that is just there to look fancy. But the main thing are a pair of ravens, one on each one that adorn it.
I definitely thought you said raisins.
No, I definitely did. That was bad.
I was like, raisins, okay.
Ravens, yeah, ravens.
Oh, ravens, that's so cute.
And no. Okay, well I can't post in the Evrand chat, so I'll send it to everyone, but I'll send it to you, Felicity, first.
Okay. Oops. Oh my gosh, these are beautiful.
Thank
Hope
you.
you know that I was thinking of this movie, and I don't even know if anyone knows what this movie is.
Aren't those just the California raisins?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Wait, what movie am I missing? Oh God. Jeez, no thank you. But yeah, Edith will look them over and just like kind of take in all the detail. Oh my God, these are beautiful. Thank you. Wow, this is so thoughtful. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. I normally create things with like more of a purpose, but I thought maybe you just want something nice.
No, I mean, a lot of what I wear is for purpose. So yeah, it's nice to have something that's just because it's nice. Thank you, really. I know you don't mind, you know, touch too much, but could I give you a thank you hug?
Sure.
She'll give him a hug.
He'll return it.
And she'll put them on and say, well, what's the verdict? I think they look nice, but what do you think?
I think they look excellent.
Me too.
Though I may be biased.
Did you just make these today?
Yeah, I may have cast haste on myself a few times.
Oh my God, Gideon. That's... Man, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed with how kind everybody is being. It's just a birthday. And a weird one at that. Like, it's not even like, you know... What is it? You know, people celebrate the big 50 or something like that, you know?
Do they?
I think humans do. I don't know. I know for elves, it's like really irrelevant.
True. I think it has less to do with the number. I think it's more about the person. And I think also maybe we all just need something to celebrate right now.
That's true. How are you doing?
Okay, I'm just tired.
Really? That's it?
It's too many problems, not enough solutions, you know? And the solutions I come up with, I wonder if maybe they're not the best ideas.
Well, if you need to run any of the ideas by anybody, I'm definitely not known for being maybe the most balanced in my way of life, but I'm happy to hear all your crazy ideas and probably support the worst ones if that helps. So
this one's pretty bad. But I think your insight would be helpful because I don't know how Basil would respond to it.
Oh. Okay.
I was hoping to attempt to communicate with the Raven Queen through the Dream Realm. Speak to her directly.
For what purpose?
As a mortal, she killed a god. I would like to know how she did it.
Because you were interested in killing a god?
Demogorgon's not a god, but if we knew how a god was slain, I imagine that the methods can't be that ineffective against Demogorgon.
That's a good point. I really didn't see it that way, but maybe that would be really great insight. Basil hasn't really confided in me everything that she is going through with her mother right now. I kind of want her to feel like she's coming to me or whoever she wants to talk to about it. Trying to be like, you know, supportive, like, you know, like a house plant. You know, you don't talk to your house plant, but it's nice that it's there. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay. See, you know how we had the conversation about us and relationships and everything? Yeah. I'm also not good at this shit. So I'm trying to, like, I don't even have good analogies. I just called myself a houseplant.
You did.
So I'm trying to be supportive, but I feel like my suggestion is that's a bitchin' idea and we should totally do it. I think we need to wait for Basil to be in a better spot. But I think of the people she's been talking to about her mother, I think Rianne might be the better one to get, like, unless you're, you know, talking to Basil directly, which that's the other thing. I will say, regardless, we should talk to Basil about it, but I'd give her some time still. But if you wanted to know a little bit more, I think she's been talking to Rianne more about what's going on. She's not really walked me through it yet, so.
Basil and I used to speak at great length about her mother. It's interesting. I figured she was talking to you more now.
Well, maybe she feels bad.
That's not a condemnation. I'm just surprised.
I guess I don't really know what's normal, but I guess I wonder if maybe she's just awkward about it just because I don't have that. So I really am not the person to give great advice.
Hey, when you said don't have that, what is that?
Well, I didn't have parents.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I did.
I mean, okay, well.
That's all I meant, is I'm like, if she's gonna ask for somebody to, you know, pay, like, how do I talk to my mom? I don't know, my mom's dead. You know?
Same.
That's true, I guess. You know what, Gideon? I think this has just been a demonstration of how your IQ is higher than mine.
Oh, sorry.
So
Anyway.
talk to Rian though. He's got wisdom all up in his dome. So
Well,
I don't know if this helps you at all. I'm so sorry.
well, at least you like the idea.
I think it's awesome. I'm planning on, I've kind of reached out to the Raven Queen about like little things. And so I'm planning on reaching out more, but I don't want to overstep, you know, like, I don't want to be like, hey, Raven Queen, I'm in love with your daughter. I want to spend the rest of my life with her. Could you guys make up? Like, I don't, you know,
Sure.
That's not the vibe. I feel like I didn't help you at all in this conversation.
You helped a little bit. The main thing is that you liked your gift.
Yeah, the gift, awesome.
There is a part 2. It's
to
not as
the conversation.
No, the gift. I'm sorry, I should have phrased that better.
More gift.
Yeah. So do you see that? And he's gonna point, and erected is like this like metal sheet with all these burn marks on it. That's like, just like hanging there.
Yeah.
Gideon's gonna grab a little box and open it and present Enid the gun.
What is that?
Point it and pull that. Hold it tightly, and you'll see.
Okay. And she will.
Very tightly.
Like
she will.
Like a stormtrooper blaster. As it shoots and hits the target, creating this slight scuff mark and a hole through the target. Enid, you hit on the outer ring of the target on your first shot.
Is that good?
Well, yes. Yursa shot my wall the other day. 3
You
times.
see the scuff mark and the slight divots in the wall from where Yursa shot it.
Oh man, this is so cool. How did you think of this?
Well, to be fair, I didn't. We got that in the astral sea and it was broken. We've merely tinkered with it since it's been here. Clara mainly was my idea, but she saw through on the mechanical aspect of it.
What are you calling it?
I haven't really decided. She gave it a name that I do not remember. I'm sorry, John.
Wasn't it like the cod?
Clara's...
Oh, the cock, yes.
Yeah, Clara's arcane conduit.
Yeah, I wasn't going to bring that up, but yeah, that.
Oh, the cack.
Yeah,
It could be pronounced cock as well.
It could be. We could make that decision. You're absolutely right.
Well, because if you do the long A like Arcane has, cock. There you go. See, it works.
Yeah.
Yep.
I fire it again. Do I hit better this time?
Get 3 shots. Those are expensive.
Go ahead and roll a d20 and add your proficiency bonus.
Okay, which I don't even know what that is.
Or actually, no, it's not your
4.
proficiency bonus. It would be your whatever your normal attack roll is for your daggers, like the plus to that.
Want me just to roll one of those then?
Yeah, there you go.
Easier.
You can do that. You can do that.
That's a plus 10.
Yeah, go ahead.
Or plus 9. Why are one a plus 9 and one a plus 10?
Is one a +1 dagger?
Look at you. Again, IQ and all that. What was I talking about? IQ? I'm just dingus land over here.
Yeah,
Like,
Enid, you shoot directly in the center of the target.
Gideon, you should make more of these.
That's the plan.
Or you and Clara, as it is her hack.
Well, she and I are in business together now.
So together. So maybe I feel
Sure.
like it should be, the name should be something with you in the title, is in the acronym at least.
Like GAC?
Yeah, should be a GAC. I think GAC's good. I think that'll stick.
Gideon's arcane conduit, GAC. That's amazing.
How
about
many worlds are gonna have guns named after my characters?
If I had a nickel for every time, I'd have 2 nickels.
Well,
2 nickels.
We'll call it Gideon's Lovely Arcane Conduit or a Glock.
I love that. Can I one-hand it? No, I used all my 3.
I'd really rather you didn't do that.
You've only shot two.
No, you have one more shot. Gideon's just having flashbacks to when Ursa turned it sideways one-handed and was firing.
He's
If you
gonna
turn
like
it sideways,
raise it and
Gideon
be
gets
like,
behind you instead of at your side.
Gideon, it's my birthday. I should be able to do it sideways, one-handed.
There is guidance.
Sideways, one-handed.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Add a D4 to that.
I don't know if I need it. 23, but I'll add. You know what? Let's add the D4. Let's just flavor it up in here.
Yeah, you shoot directly through the hole you made in the center of the target and hit the wall.
That's not my fault because I shot the target. Your target was too weak.
I wasn't upset. Why are you?
Okay, great. That's awesome. This is
then
cool.
You pull this to eject the crystal.
Oh.
Well, actually, as you fire the third one, Enid, you do notice the crystal was cracking every time you fired. The third one, it does completely disintegrate and the ashes or the shards fall into the ground. But you do need to press the button that Gideon showed you to open up the cartridge to put another arcane or arcanite crystal inside.
Okay. Ooh. So this is like expensive to use.
It actually takes ammo.
What's really expensive to us nowadays?
That is true. Can't deny. Oh, actually, and maybe you can make use of this. I'm gonna give Gideon, it was dragon scales. What did I pick? Dragon talents. Where is it? 2
dragon
pounds
tails.
of
From
Umbraxicor
Umbraxicor.
scales and bone. Yeah. I'm gonna give that to Gideon. I don't know if you can use this in the this new weapon, if you want to use it in something else. Because I originally got it to give to you, but to like lure you to a pronk situation, like bait. But I'm not doing that anymore. So this could just be yours.
Well, it is yours. What would you like me to make out of it?
I want you to. No, this is a gift. Like I
You can't
got
give
this.
gifts on your birthday. That's not how it works.
Well, it's my birthday. I can do what I want.
Damn it. The logic is sound.
No, I want you to run free with Umbraxicor's DNA, and maybe we can save the world with it or something, you know?
Don't phrase it like that again, and I'll see what I can do.
I will try.
All right.
Oh, I have to delete my cactus juice water skin here as well. Use that up.
Remind me, and I will indeed create a item for the gun. I just forgot. Or sorry, the
Fine.
cack, the gack, the cack, the Glock.
Interchangeable.
All
Known
the
as all.
above.
Yeah.
Just write it as
All
all of
AKAs.
those.
But seriously, thank you for the gift, and this was really cool. I'm super impressed.
Thank you. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when we're able to make more. I'm hoping to find a way to maybe draw on less of the crystal so that they last longer per shot. Maybe it does a little bit less damage, or maybe it's a smaller area effect. I don't know. I need to play with it more, but it's a great starting point.
Agreed. I can't wait to see what you do.
Thank you, Enid. Well, I'm sure a lot of more people have more for you, so I don't want to keep you waiting, and I probably should go talk to Rianne, like you said.
Well, I didn't. If other people have things, I'm just didn't realize everyone planned on doing things. So, but yeah, thanks.
Me neither.
Yeah, she'll part ways.
Okay. Gideon, you go and find Rian.
Sure. If no one else had anything, since I just took a while for all that.
Okay. Actually, I think Kayla just is going to be here soon, so I think this is a good time for us to go on break.
Woo!
So be back in whatever 33 is your time.
All right, 33. Break time. Boo, 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 boo.
To finish the story.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard? Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
He's gay, but he has a special connection to classical music. There's many things that are interesting about him.
In Avatar: The Last Airbender, it is done so well. But here's the thing. It grows to be more in depth. The spirit world becomes a thing, and it grows even more in depth after that. More layers get added on more layers, right? Not everybody in the Earth Kingdom is good. Not everybody in the Water Tribes. They're not all underpowered, right? Because the Northern Water Tribe is so strong. And not everybody in the Fire Nation is evil. The layers continue to be added the longer the story goes on. In your campaign, do that. Most people have a hard time starting a campaign because they don't know where to start. They think they need 7 kingdoms, hundreds of houses, thousands of NPCs. No! Stop! You don't need that. What you need is one town, one place, 4 or 5 NPCs, and an inciting incident.
What a joke. I worked my ass off to get where I am. And you take these shortcuts and you think suddenly you're my peer? You do what I do because you're funny and you can make people laugh? I committed my life to this.
Every day I wake up and I hope you're dead. Dead like if I can guarantee Henry would be okay, I'd hope you get an illness and then get hit by a car and die.
In this video, we're going to talk about secondary objectives, a way to make your combat encounters spicy, delicious, fantastic. Secondary objectives enhance combat in D&D to an exponential degree. Let's go ahead and dive into number 10. Rescue missions. Task your players with rescuing an NPC or retrieving an item during combat. It will help add layers of urgency and potentially even a moral dilemma. My favorite example of this is instead of sending the players to kill the goblin camp that may raid the village, right? That's a consequence. Sometimes that's good enough. The goblins abducted the blacksmith. And now they need to save the blacksmith and kill the goblins. It's a secondary objective that spices things up.
You people should be thanking Christ that I am who and what I am because you need me. You need me to save you. You do. I am the only one who possibly can. You're not the real heroes. I'm the real hero.
Holy, look at all this damage.
Where? Where? Where, Dwight?
Seems like you already know where.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that you have rights? The Constitution says you do, and so do I. I believe that until proven guilty, every man, woman, and child in this country is innocent.
Now is left to me to deal with him. You can't. If you try to interfere, this becomes a much simpler matter. I will kill your wife. I will kill your son. I will kill your infant daughter.
But for now, we're going to look at a slightly different system that doesn't just affect the moment of death, but the moments before death. Something that makes combat more grounded, horror more horrifying, and sacrifices all the more heroic. Picture a movie fight scene between a hero and villain. They're clashing blades, dancing back and forth, parrying, dodging, blocking, keeping up with each other's advances, surprising each other with new techniques and strategies, until finally, one of them lands a devastating blow. It's not just a graze on the arm, it's not just a smack on the chest. It's 0 HP. When using the point of no return system, we want to draw attention to this moment of the fight, to make that hit extra cinematic and weighted and affect the decisions that your players are going to make when they are given that critical choice of staying down or getting up.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
So with that, let's go ahead and dive into our first build, the level 5, Blighted Warden.
In the shadowed underbrush of the ancient forest, where the line between decay and growth blurs, the Blighted Warden moves unseen. A spectral guardian at the crossroads of life and death, melding the Gloomstalker's mastery of darkness with the Circle of Spores' eerie command over fungal life. They are the embodiment of nature's unchecked, wild ferocity. With each arrow knocked from their twisted, spore-infested bow, they strike with the precision of night and the inevitable spread of decay. A silent protector of the natural order's darker, untamed side.
So there we go. There's our thematic intro.
I have to finish the story.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard? Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
He's gay, but he has a special connection to classical music. There's many things that are interesting about him.
In Avatar: The Last Airbender, it is done so well. But here's the thing. It grows to be more in depth. The spirit world becomes a thing, and it grows even more in depth after that. More layers get added on more layers, right? Not everybody in the Earth Kingdom is good. Not everybody in the Water Tribes. They're not all underpowered, right? Because the Northern Water Tribe is so strong. And not everybody in the Fire Nation is evil. The layers continue to be added the longer the story goes on. In your campaign, do that. Most people have a hard time starting a campaign because they don't know where to start. They think they need 7 kingdoms, hundreds of houses, thousands of NPCs. No! Stop! You don't need that. What you need is one town, one place, 4 or 5 NPCs, and an inciting incident.
What a joke. I worked my ass off to get where I am. And you take these shortcuts and you think suddenly you're my peer? You do what I do because you're funny and you can make people laugh? I committed my life to this.
Every day I wake up and I hope you're dead. Dead like if I can guarantee Henry would be okay. I'd hope you get an illness and then get hit by a car and die.
In this video, we're going to talk about secondary objectives, a way to make your combat encounters spicy, delicious, fantastic. Secondary objectives enhance combat in D&D to an exponential degree. Let's go ahead and dive into number 10, rescue missions. Task your players with rescuing an NPC or retrieving an item during combat. It will help add layers of urgency and potentially even a moral dilemma. My favorite example of this is instead of sending the players to kill the goblin camp that may raid the village, right? That's a consequence. Sometimes that's good enough. The goblins abducted the blacksmith. And now they need to save the blacksmith and kill the goblins. It's a secondary objective that spices things up.
You people should be thanking Christ that I am who and what I am because you need me. You need me to save you. You do. I am the only one who possibly can. You're not the real heroes. I'm the real hero.
Where? Where? Where, Dwight?
Seems like you already know where.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that you have rights? The Constitution says you do, and so do I. I believe that until proven guilty, every man, woman, and child in this country is innocent.
Now it's left to me to deal with him. You can't. If you try to interfere, this becomes a much simpler matter. I will kill your wife. I will kill your son. I will kill your infant daughter.
But for now, we're going to look at a slightly different system that doesn't just affect the moment of death, but the moments before death. Something that makes combat more grounded, horror more horrifying, and sacrifices all the more heroic. Picture a movie fight scene between a hero and villain. They're clashing blades, dancing back and forth, parrying, dodging, blocking, keeping up with each other's advances, surprising each other with new techniques and strategies, until finally, one of them lands a devastating blow. It's not just a graze on the arm, it's not just a smack on the chest. It's 0 HP. When using the point of no return system, we want to draw attention to this moment of the fight, to make that hit extra cinematic and weighted and affect the decisions that your players are going to make when they are given that critical choice of staying down or getting up.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
So with that, let's go ahead and dive into our first build, the level 5, Blighted Warden.
In the shadowed underbrush of the ancient forest, where the line between decay and growth blurs, the Blighted Warden moves unseen. A spectral guardian at the crossroads of life and death, melding the Gloomstalker's mastery of darkness with the Circle of Spore's eerie command over fungal life. They are the embodiment of nature's unchecked, wild ferocity. With each arrow knocked from their twisted, spore-infested bow, they strike with the precision of night and the inevitable spread of decay. A silent protector of the natural order's darker, untamed side.
So there we go. There's our thematic intro.
I have to finish the story.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard? Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
He's gay, but he has a special connection to classical music. There's many things that are interesting about him.
In Avatar: The Last Airbender, it is done so well. But here's the thing. It grows to be more in depth. The spirit world becomes a thing, and it grows even more in depth after that. More layers get added on more layers, right? Not everybody in the Earth Kingdom is good. Not everybody in the Water Tribes. They're not all underpowered, right? Because the Northern Water Tribe is so strong. And not everybody in the Fire Nation is evil. The layers continue to be added the longer the story goes on. In your campaign, do that. Most people have a hard time starting a campaign because they don't know where to start. They think they need 7 kingdoms, hundreds of houses, thousands of NPCs. No! Stop! You don't need that. What you need is one town, one place, 4 or 5 NPCs, and an inciting incident.
What a joke. I worked my ass off to get where I am. And you take these shortcuts and you think suddenly you're my peer? You do what I do because you're funny and you can make people laugh? I committed my life to this.
Every day I wake up and I hope you're dead. Dead like if I can guarantee Henry would be okay. I'd hope you get an illness and then get hit by a car and die.
In this video, we're going to talk about secondary objectives, a way to make your combat encounters spicy, delicious, fantastic. Secondary objectives enhance combat in D&D to an exponential degree. Let's go ahead and dive into number 10. Rescue missions. Task your players with rescuing an NPC or retrieving an item during combat. It will help add layers of urgency and potentially even a moral dilemma. My favorite example of this is instead of sending the players to kill the goblin camp that may raid the village, right? That's a consequence. Sometimes that's good enough. The goblins abducted the blacksmith. And now...
Furby?
Thank you so much, Furby. As always, just an absolute gift from God you are. Thank you. Too kind, too kind.
You know what song always plays in my head when Furby does anything? It's Fergalicious, but it's Furbalicious instead.
Furbalicious.
I was gonna say Wonder Boy.
That's the one that comes into my head. I think I heard that 200 some times during the charity stream. It was so... I was awake. That's for sure. That's for goddamn right. Anyway.
All right. Let's dive back into this game. Gideon. No.
What?
Enid. As you...
Yeah.
Right? You're leaving Gideon's room, I remember. No? Why are you shaking?
Yeah.
Joe's making me self-conscious.
Enid will leave Gideon's room.
I thought Gideon was coming to talk to Rian.
Yeah, but Enid had to leave first. It would be awkward if Gideon walked out of his room with Enid still
I
in
love
there.
that we're narrating every little thing this session. It's
So
my
I think
favorite.
the implication was Enid left, but yeah.
Where's Rian?
In the garden. Furby just asked about wombat poop in the chat. If somebody else wants to address that, I don't feel
I
qualified.
got you. I know all
All
about
right.
it.
Gideon, you find Rian outside in the garden. It is starting... Kayla wasn't here for this, but on this day currently, Uktar the 30th, right before the blue moon, there is this static in the air of this heightened sense of arcane. As the sun starts to slightly set in the distance, that static, that power is growing and growing. And Gideon, you feel it the most, being someone who's tapped directly into the arcane. You're starting to feel like you could do things that you wouldn't be able to do otherwise. Gak would also be feeling it, but Gak's not here right now. So, as you walk outside, you feel that power. There's like this almost arcane surge through your fingertips, this tingling sensation. As you are looking for Rian, you do find him in the garden. Rian, what are you doing in the garden? Just meditating?
Question of the year, man. I think that he's working on a rock garden. It's kind of like trying to move big rocks in an aesthetically pleasing fashion. You know what I mean?
I mean, when you say big rocks, how big are we talking here?
Anywhere from pebbles to like hand sized. You know, I don't think he's moving boulders.
I can help with that if you want.
Me and my 9 strength are really struggling right now. 11, sorry.
I love that Gideon and Gak have the highest strength score in the party. That will never not be funny to me.
Hey, don't need to be strong when you got that flow, you know? Obviously you don't.
I don't.
Gideon, you find Rian.
Oh, Gideon.
What are you doing?
Making a rock garden.
A what?
A rock garden. You've never heard of it?
No. And I know you don't grow rocks.
No, you don't. Well, I mean, technically rocks do grow if you think about it.
Not in the way that grow is typically used, though, but yes.
But words can have many different meanings. Anyway, no, the rock garden is it's a type of meditation for me. Think of it like a puzzle, trying to sit the rocks on top of each other in relation to each other to form a pattern of some kind, or perhaps just something that resonates with me. Something that looks nice.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know how important your meditation is. I can bother you another time.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Not a big deal. What's going on?
I need your opinion on something.
All right.
I have not always been the most sensitive with certain issues. I try, but I understand that I fall short sometimes. I had a thought, but I'm worried about how it'll make one of the party feel.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that you would have better insight into this. Not as well as her, but perhaps you know something to where I shouldn't even suggest it.
All right.
Eventually, we're going to have to face Demogorgon directly, yes?
I think that's inevitable, yes.
I want us to be as prepared as we can be so that we can kill him and get out and actually enjoy the world that we save. And I don't know if we're capable at where we currently are. Maybe, but I don't know. I want to reach out to the Raven Queen. When she was mortal, we know that she was able to slay the last god of death. I'm curious as to how she did it. I take it you can see the concern now.
Yeah, I can. However, I think that is such valuable information. It would be short-sighted of us not to at least try to gain that information. But there is the issue of tension. I think that the Raven Queen, like any of the other good aligned gods, want nothing more than to see us succeed in this. I feel as though if the material plane falls to ruin, well, the number of worshippers they have dwindles significantly. So I think that she'd be willing to part with the information, but that's not the concern. I think that is a conversation that does need to be had with Basil once she decides where she wants to go with the Raven Queen. In the last conversation I had with her, I encouraged her to seek out what she truly wanted, what she truly desired. I feel like for a very long time she's been clinging to the Raven Queen and to that faith, and I don't know if she's necessarily had her heart in it at all. So I told her to seek out something else, try and find something that she truly resonates with, and in turn might cause her to depart from the Raven Queen's grasp as a follower. I do think, though, Basil is practical, and I do believe that she would see why we need to do this. And honestly, I think that the more I think about it, I think it could provide pressure on Basil in a good way to make a choice about what she wants.
Do you think she really could step away from the Raven Queen?
I think so. I mean, she'll always be her daughter. That much is true. But if anything, I truly think it would make their relationship easier to handle for both of them.
I think it's just hard for me to envision personally. Knowing what she did in life to slay a god. And then to love Basil so much that she keeps bringing her back. She cheats. She goes against the rules that she herself is supposed to follow. I feel like it'd be hard to walk away from that.
And I didn't tell her to abandon her mother. I told her to perhaps find a new purpose in life that wasn't serving her goddess. Your parents should always be there for you, to love and care and listen. A goddess, though, it's not the same. So I would hope that if she chose to follow a different path, that her mother would still accept her. But, as I understand it, being a god is quite complicated, so who knows? For me, though, what matters most is Basil being happy. And I hope that that can be had for her in some way, shape, or form.
As do I. May I ask another favor of you?
Of course.
You probably weren't planning on it, but I'd rather keep the fact we had this conversation between us. When I speak to Basil about this, I don't want her thinking that we were plotting behind her back. And if she gets upset at anyone, I'd rather it just be me than you and Enid.
Of course. I'll keep it between us.
Whatever she decides, she'll need you both through it.
And I have a feeling that while she might react emotionally initially, I think she will see the logic and the purpose and the necessity in what you ask.
Here's hoping she can help at least.
Yeah. Because I don't think we're going to find that in a library.
No.
No.
Unlikely. One last thing, and I'll let you get back to your garden. I'm working on some things. I'm not ready to do it yet, but once I've perfected the spell, or maybe as he kind of glances up to the moon, or like where the moon's going to be eventually. I'd like to try an experiment with you regarding Ventus Ferrum. Maybe nothing will come of it, but it might be helpful. It wouldn't involve going there, I promise.
All right.
All right, well. Have a good rest of your time.
Thank you. I think, you know, I always try new things to see if maybe I missed out on something. Or maybe I find a new canvas or a new type of art to dig into. I don't think rock gardens are for me, though. Yeah, and he's gonna tip over one of the towers and stand up. Yeah, I'm gonna go find something else to do.
Is there a reason you feel the need to meditate today?
Today? It has nothing to do with the blue moon. Of course, there's the... You hear that frequency? I mean, do you hear?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Nothing to do with that. It was rather traumatic, facing what I thought to be my demise in the abyss. So just trying to process that in a healthy way is all.
Is it working?
The rock garden? No. Meditating out in the forest was a little better. I'm going to go paint something. Painting tends to help. Yeah, painting.
It's going to be a lovely moon tonight if you're looking for inspiration.
I don't do portraits typically, but perhaps I could ask.
I meant...
okay. I know what you meant. All right. All right, Gideon. Clap him on the shoulder. I'm going to go find my easel. Walk away.
And something I totally forgot to mention, I should have done this at the beginning of the session, but I totally forgot. The phoenix feather that he got in Siri is now adorned onto Gideon's hat, so there's just this burning feather that's attached to his hat now.
Sick.
Throwing that out there.
Wait, when'd you add that? I just noticed it.
Today, but I've been busy. I had to fly. Okay, next time Yursa's lying, can you tell me what's actually going on? Because
I'm so sorry.
This was not well planned. This was poorly communicated.
I know. And honestly,
I almost looked like the biggest jerk.
Honestly, between you and me, I think Enid knows.
No, she has no idea. I talked to her earlier. No, she has no idea.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, hopefully. All right. See you later, Gideon.
See ya. Gideon uses telekinesis and fixes the rock tower that Rihanna's working on and then heads in.
All right. So, as you head in...
have a smooth rock at the bottom. That's just asking for...
As the day progresses... Kayla, you weren't here, but we are going to go back in time next session when everyone is here to have Enid's birthday party.
Oh, lovely.
So, a birthday party ensues. Fun times are had. What kind of times? We don't know yet. Stay tuned next week to find out.
Hi.
I will tell you, there's a contest with the gun.
That's fun.
So stay tuned in for that.
As evening progresses, that magic in the air grows stronger and stronger until eventually the sun starts to dip in the distance and a moon is seen.
Oh, look at that moon! Sorry, I broke up the vibe.
Eventually, there is nothing with the sun as the moon takes full effect, and you watch as the moon, Jesus Christ, starts to glow and emanate this blue aura. As the night sky turns a dull blue across. And all of you feel, Gideon, you feel it. It's almost there, like there's electricity at your fingertips as the moon glows. As you look at it, you can feel this power surging through you. Yursa, you feel the most you've ever felt connected to nature in this moment. Rian, you feel that energy pulsing through you. The blue moon affects all magic users as magic is at its most potent. But those who dabble in the arcane feel it the most. For the sake of mechanics, which unfortunately you probably won't get to use, for Gak and Gideon, all of your spells are cast at level 5, regardless of the spell level, or above.
Wow.
Your cantrips are level 5. All of your first, second, third, it does not matter. All of them are at least cast at 5th level. With no hindrance to spell slots.
For tonight.
For tonight.
Sick.
We should have really planned to utilize this energy. It's giving...
Just imagine the blue moon is Sozin's comet.
I was like, it's
firebenders.
giving Sozin's comet. I'm like, we should have like planned an attack tonight. That would have been crazy.
Maybe Gideon will just work on something extra special tonight with his increased magic reserves.
True.
Maybe not.
Enid, you see the moon on the horizon. All of you are outside in the courtyard and can see the light, and you feel this sense of anticipation. Moon said, Aeroleth said she would be here. And you wait till eventually you hear a pop. Oh, man, that feels good. And you turn around and you can see Moon, or Aeroleth.
She's so cute. Yeah, Enid will run and give her a hug before she's probably even gotten her bearing on everything. Oh my god, it's so nice to hold you again.
It's so nice to see you again. And she gives you a big hug. Enid, you do smell sulfur. Almost like this rotten egg smell as you give her a hug.
Enid's not my intelligent character, so I know what that could potentially mean. But would Enid know what that could potentially mean? Like, because sulfur is tied normally to, like, the hells. I don't know about the abyss. But I don't know if Enid would know that. Like, I figured she would think it's maybe odd smelling, but I don't know if she'd know where it came from.
I don't think Enid would know where it came from, but definitely thinks it's odd.
Okay, yeah. She'll kind of, like, pull back and be like, oh, where have you been?
Oh, sorry. You smell it?
Something.
I was just in the hells.
Just on vacation? Like
Well,
I thought we had a deal
no,
about staying safe, you know, you die, I die vibes. What the heck's going on here?
I was fine. I was masquerading as a devil. No one knew who I was. I needed information. Information that is important to what I'm going to tell all of you.
Oh, okay, cool, okay.
I just needed to check on some things. They actually have pretty extensive libraries in the Nine Hells.
They read down there? That's crazy.
Well, hi, and she kind of waves to everyone. I forget who hasn't actually met Moon yet. Was it everybody?
I think the only person that's met him. I thought it was only Rianne and Rianne, like, physically, and then Gak talked with her. I think everyone talked with her.
We all talked because of the blood moon. We were all able to hear and speak with her, but I think only Rianne has met her outside of Enid.
She was in the Astral Sea. I don't remember.
I think only Rianne.
That was when I met her, yeah.
Okay.
Well, Ursa will go over and just give her a hug.
Oh.
And she'll say, hello, it is so wonderful to meet you. We've heard nothing but wonderfully wonderful things.
And I have seen nothing but wonderful things. Sorry, the connection. I'm not scrying on you like Marithil does. I just know basically everything that Enid knows.
That doesn't feel much better than what Marithil does.
But Marithil's doing it on purpose. I can't change it.
Yeah, it's just our thing.
Yeah. Soul bonded.
Well,
you probably don't know what that means. Sorry. And she looks at you, Ursa.
Patronizing me right now.
Ursa says it's really no worries at all. It's just nice to have you, I guess, really here? How does it feel?
Feels weird. I've never done this before. And not that I couldn't have in the past, but it was not allowed. And I'll explain everything. But if some of you don't know, during the blue moon, the veil is the thinnest. Transportation between the planes is much easier. Although, the Divine Gate still holds back a lot of powerful entities. Because I'm connected to the Feywild, it's a lot easier to travel. As if I was from the abyss, to say. But it feels good.
Good news.
Yeah. I think we should have a seat somewhere. This is gonna be a lot of me talking and you guys listening.
Well, yeah, let's go on into the keep. You probably want to like actually rest since you've been on a weird tour of the hells, so.
Yeah, actually, I'd love to see the keep. I mean, I've heard about it. I've heard you talk about it.
Yeah.
But you
Come
haven't seen it through
on!
her eyes.
We got like a dining room and stuff. It's big.
I mean, I've seen parts of it, but I've never walked around it.
Mm.
Are you patronizing me?
I would never do such a thing.
Good. Show me around! And
Tour!
so as you give her the tour, all of you find a seat, probably in the library. It's one of the biggest places for a gathering. And through the window, you can see the blue aura of the moon. For Nick, during the blue moon, all of your spells are cast at 5th level as a minimum without expending spell slots. So if you cast a 1st level spell, it's automatically cast at 5th. Anybody attached to the arcane, like a wizard or a sorcerer, it affects them most. This is your Sozin's comment.
Hell yeah.
As all of you sit down, and I get ready to talk a lot.
Get out my note.
When we go through the kitchen, Gak's like,
This is where I first talked to you.
Right there.
Yeah, right over there.
That's amazing.
We were making
This place is
brownies.
beautiful. You guys did a good job.
Thanks.
So, what I'm about to tell you is a little bit about what I've been doing and why I felt it was so important to tell all of you. As some of you might know, and I can start from the beginning. When an elf is born on a blue moon, that is what creates moon elves. When a moon elf is born, an equal fae is born as well. It's a little bit different over there, not so much born in the way that happens here. We're just kind of popped into existence. At that moment in time, we are what is called soul bonded. Whatever happens to Enid happens to me. Whatever pain she feels, I feel. Whatever pain I feel, she feels. We're bonded for life. When she passes, I pass. That part's not the other way around, though. It's logistics. This is a process that was created by the goddess of the moon, Sahini. Moon elf are the closest to her kin aside from the actual fae that she created. And they now call themselves the Moon Court. Being part of the Moon Court has a lot of rules. The Fae has a lot of rules, but specifically this court, and because of what it's tied to, has specific ones that once you break, there are consequences. One of those rules is a soul bonded is not allowed to converse with their primaterial bonded. This is to keep the secrecy of the Moon Court. We're allowed to intervene, grant spells, grant abilities. Enid, with your psychic daggers. but not talk or make contact with. Our existence is supposed to be secret. But, as you probably know, I did communicate with Enid. I spoke to her, I reached out to her. And well, that got me exiled. Cast out from the Moon Court. No affiliation. Luckily, it does not break our soul bond, so I was able to talk to you more. The next part, being in the Moon Court, I've questioned a lot of things. A lot of how things are run, the rules we have. And another thing that is to be kept secret at all times that I also broke and got me into very big trouble was telling Enid that the goddess of the moon has been dead since the calamity. She died fighting the calamity, was gravely wounded, and before she died, she helped create the Divine Gate. After she died, the Court of the Moon continued her duties, her worship. But I don't know if any of you have noticed, have you ever run into a cleric of the moon?
No.
No.
That's one thing the court cannot give. Her blessing, her divine power. There are still worshippers, but there are no clerics of the moon. And I've always questioned this. How come there's not been another? Whenever a god falls, there's one to take its place. Case in point, the Raven Queen. And so I started doing research, and studying, and looking up things, which got me into a lot of trouble. So much trouble that I've been running from the Moon Court ever since, which some of you might know as well. I've been going from place to place, plane to plane, because I have that opportunity now. Traveling to the Hells, traveling to the Plane of Fire, to the City of Brass, traveling to different areas of the Astral Sea looking for knowledge. And I found something shocking and startling. In all of the tomes and books that I've read, there is no record of Sahanin, the goddess of the moon, being dead. There's no record of her death. The only record of her death is here on the Prime Material and in the Moon Court, in their libraries. So I started digging deeper as to why there was no record. There are records of the calamity throughout existence in the planes. It is very well detailed in the Hells, and very well detailed in the Plane of Fire. And I returned to the Feywild, to the Moon Court, and started searching in places I shouldn't. And I almost got caught, and it was probably one of the times where we were conversing, Enid, and I could not talk. I found out that the goddess of the moon is not dead. And that the Moon Court has been covering it up. The Moon Court, according to records, Sahanin was gravely injured in the calamity, almost killed by Tharizdun. But she did not die. She, using her last bit of energy, helped the Prime Deities create the Divine Gate, which sent her into a comatose state and splitting her essence. The records I found, the Moon Court was given specific instructions on how to wake her and heal her. And from what I found, they've healed her up to a point of waking her. And it seems as though they have been putting it off. They've grown accustomed to the new power they have and the new domain they have over the moon. So they keep Sahanin alive and at a point of being woken, but choose not to. When I said before, when Sahanin cast the spell for the Divine Gate, her essence was split into two. Her body, the goddess, asleep, while the other essence of her, an avatar of herself, was created to keep her alive. The goddess told the Moon Court that in order to wake her, that essence needs to be reunited with her. Now, there are two things I know, one of which is where the body of the goddess is, and the other is who that avatar is. All of you know who this is. All of you have met this person before. A certain dragon who helped bring one of you back to life. Lady Gemcloak. I thought it odd. She's been injured, she can't return to the Astral Sea, and she doesn't know much about herself. She is the avatar of the goddess, and she needs to be reunited with her body. And leave it to the Court of the Moon to be right on the nose, as the body of the goddess of Sahanin is on the moon. Protected by another dragon. Now, I'm telling you all this, and I'm sure you have questions. Actually, do you have questions?
Many, I think, is the problem. I think you should.
Yeah,
I think
go.
you should finish, and then we can ask if you don't clarify everything.
I know what you all are doing does not coincide with this. Or it doesn't seem like it does. But through my research, I also did a little bit of digging into Demogorgon. Demogorgon has been pulling from the other planes. Pulling magic and essences out of the other planes. For what, I have no idea. I know that he is pulling from Mechanus. He's pulling from the plane of water. And I know he was pulling from the plane of shadows. I don't know what Demogorgon's trying to do, but I also know he knows about Sahanin. And if Demogorgon were to get to the body and steal the essence of the goddess of the moon, the goddess of the veil, that would be it. So I need your help.
Yrsa like slowly raises her hand.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, it sounds like all you need to do is speak with Lady Gemcloak, and maybe just having the conversation as the first step will spark some sort of memory or something in her. And maybe we'll have never traveled to the moon, but maybe if something awakens in her, there'd be a way for us to travel with her, or I don't know. But you said that there is a dragon that is standing guard over the actual body of the goddess, correct?
Yes.
What do we know about this dragon? Anything?
Does it happen to be a white dragon?
It is white in color, yes. It is the only one of its kind in existence. It's considered a lunar dragon.
That would make sense.
I think, and I'm almost positive on this, that the two of you, looking to Rianne and Enid, were almost sent on a mission to grab its egg.
Yeah. It didn't happen, so, you know, details. That's crazy. The egg wasn't code for the body, right? Like that, those are not synonymous. Like the dragon has eggs, and then there's also the body it's protecting.
There's only one lunar dragon in existence. There's no possible way it would have an egg. It seems this information's getting out further than I thought.
Enid, do you think maybe that they thought it was a dragon egg, but it was actually the hibernating corpse of the goddess of the moon in an egg?
I mean,
Because that's the only thing I can think of.
I'm so fucking glad we didn't go.
Yeah.
We should.
Go.
That's not good if other people know about
Post haste. This is something we should shift our priorities to, because there was a crime boss of sorts within that city in the Astral Sea.
Stellaris?
John?
The city, right? Stellaris?
Stellaris, yeah.
Stellaris.
Yeah. I thought you were saying the name of the crime boss. I forget the crime boss's name. Glorpo or something like that. I don't know.
Crime boss.
Strappo McGlooky.
No, that was the guy who owned the tavern. I remember that.
Oh, right.
Boppity boopity.
I think it would put all of you at ease to know that I don't think there's a single person in Stellaris that would be powerful enough to take on that dragon.
Well, that's cool.
Anybody sent there would be killed immediately.
I mean, that's good to know. And I guess if it's, I just worried that the knowledge is out, that maybe their plan wouldn't be to, you know, kill the dragon, but just get the egg and get away fast enough. Because that was somebody's plan. I don't know whose, but somebody came up with that plan, you know. Couldn't tell you who.
That doesn't sound like a Rianne plan.
It totally not Rianne.
Who could it have been then?
Forever a mystery.
So you're saying that it's still in the hands of this crime boss?
No. If we didn't go and get it, then probably no one has. If what Moon
that's
said is
good.
true, then yeah, no one's strong enough to do it.
but we kind of have to.
Yeah.
Demogorgon probably would be strong enough to do it, so.
But we need to get there first.
As you say that, none of you had a high enough passive perception for this. You hear a voice from behind. Oh, Demogorgon would be definitely heading there. That's information to me, at least. As you turn around, you see an individual standing behind these long horns from atop their head. This pale blue skin, bright red eyes, these tattoos or scars underneath the eye that lean down, this enormous smile and purple lips. You see this very gaudy cape and adornments of gold, black, and red, this long black hair. You see... Well, I can't show you until I say the name because it gives away the name. As you look behind Rian, your divine sense is going off. Now, do not feel threatened. I'm not here to hurt any of you, to maim, kill. I'm here as a friend, as an ally in your life. Introductions are in order.
Yes, I was just about to say, as lovely as that is to hear, who are you?
My name is Gratz, the demon prince of decadence, self-indulgence, and pleasure.
Oh.
I'm also an enemy of Demogorgon.
How do you feel about Mephistopheles?
I think he's in over his head in what he wants to do, but we share similar desires. And you see this individual in front of you.
Bro. Thaddeus. Oh my god, look at that jawline. Whew.
Cut diamonds with that.
Dude's been mewing for 2,000 years. Just. All right. Okay.
Can Enid look to Moon? And what is Moon's reaction? Because she was just in the hells. So is she like shocked that he's here? Or is she like, ah, yes, the friend that I told about this all to...
Moon has psionic daggers in her hands.
Oh, okay.
Let's say if Moon
Some in mine
invited him,
too.
I'm gonna be really upset.
Also, Rian, you're not getting devil, you're getting demon.
Oh, right. He did say demon prince.
It's giving demon.
Yeah.
It's giving.
For sure.
It's Brittany, bitch.
Understand that a Lord of the Abyss standing in front of all of you can be concerning. And I understand the timing's a bit off. I hear that all of you are planning to kill Demogorgon.
Grapevine goes that far, huh?
Very much so. It might be an infinite layer, but word spreads quickly. I'm here to help, give information, and, well, talk more about what your friend was saying with the goddess.
Could we perhaps sense the sincerity or lack thereof in his
Yeah,
words?
Yep, insight check.
It's very sussy McGuff.
Also, someone else besides Gideon, please.
Yeah.
No, I want.
Oh, I'm
I
getting
want
it
to.
in. Don't worry.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
I want to participate.
Twerny Werny.
I also
Where's
got
my
twerny
character
werny.
sheet?
Oh shit! I did not mean to click that again.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Yeah. Is that the second one?
Yep.
Second one.
Mine's 21.
That's right, Gak. We won't be fooled again.
Gak, Enid, there is a lot of sincerity in his voice. He is here to give you information, and he seems like he is very honestly wants the demise of Demogorgon.
Prince?
Grats.
Grats. I'm Gak. Strong names. So I don't want to make a I don't want to make a assumption about you, but we've dealt with a devil and or demon before, and normally there's like a catch. So if there is one, just like say it now, because that would get it over with pretty quickly.
Gak, was it?
Yeah.
I am a demon, not a devil. Devils are the ones that make contracts and make deals. Demons, well, we usually take what we want. But I'm not here to make a deal. I'm not here to take anything. I am here because my life is in danger. And it seems all of you could help me stay alive.
Well, we're here because our lives are in danger too, so.
Then we have a common goal, common enemy.
And what is it
Demogorgon.
you can actually help us do? I don't mean to be rude, but you did not make the most kindly entrance. It's not nice to just sneak up on people.
And I
No.
apologize greatly. I did not mean to. I am just overly light-footed. I've been wanting to make contact with all of you for quite a little bit. The moon, blue moon, seemed like the best opportunity, and the veil is at its thinnest. I'm here to help. That is all. I am not here to take over the world, to spread chaos, to open more rifts. No, I like the layers that I am lord over, and I'd like to keep it that way. So if you will indulge me in my information, I will give it to you.
All right.
You, looking to Rian, you're a paladin. One of the divine.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm lying, cast your spell.
You know, I think that would be a great idea if you were a humanoid. But as we've learned with other fiends, I think is a proper umbrella term to throw you and Mephistopheles under. Type of magic doesn't work on you. So, it'd be great
That's
for
unfortunate.
smoke and mirrors, but sadly, I just don't think that it's going to be good enough. I think we're going to need something a little bit more real to prove what you say.
Very well. As you watch him lift his hand, you see him turn it, and almost like a magician's trick, as he turns the hand, a dagger appears in it. And He turns the hilt towards you, Rian. This dagger will send me back to my home if you were to stab me with it. This should be insurance enough.
Rian will... Oh, man. Does Gideon still know Identify?
Sure doesn't, dude.
Does Gak know Identify? Shit.
I can get a good look at it.
You could stab him with it and see if it works.
That's true.
That was honestly my first instinct, was just to go.
He'll be back.
He'll be back.
Okay. Rian, before touching the thing, right? He doesn't know where it's been, what germs are on it. Just from looking at the dagger, whether it be runes or material components, his defined sense, is there anything about this dagger that would lead Rian to believe that he's telling the truth? Analyzing the dagger, not analyzing him.
Yeah, make an insight check.
Okay. Freaking insight. That's a freaking filthy 20, actually.
You see that the dagger itself matches everything about Gratz's aesthetic. Gold, red. It kind of looks like the hilt of the dagger from oh my god, when Thanos is holding that little tiny dagger from Gamora, that kind of hilt.
Mm-hmm.
It is, but the blade itself is this dark obsidian. It is very gnarled and doesn't seem functional as a dagger. It would definitely do some damage, but it doesn't seem like this is a ploy. It doesn't seem like this is a cursed item. It seems like this is attached to the user.
All right. And if I were to stab you with this right now, would you just be able to return freely?
Hopefully. I don't ever test these kind of things. I just know it works. Never had anyone test it on me, at least.
Just to be clear, you can understand why we're extremely cautious right now, right?
Absolutely. There is a demon on your doorstep.
Right.
Look, I will be very blunt. As Lord of many layers of the Abyss, I do not have a lot of... Well, and I am in danger. Put it plainly, Demogorgon has done something that not any of us have been able to do. Kill another demon lord. You see, all of us are kin. All of us are from the same cloth. Our father, if you call him that, Thursday. We can hurt each other, but we always return. This time is different. Demogorgon has gained abilities, gained magic and power. And it all has to do with what you are all trying to accomplish. Closing these rifts. Demogorgon is not, in the slightest, a smart creature. Yes, one of the heads is intelligent. But it is not smart to know, at least when it started, that it was opening rifts. Demogorgon has been gaining power by traveling to other planes and siphoning its essence to him. In doing so, he has created a couple of tears in the Divine Gate, which eventually he did realize he was doing, like the idiot they are. I believe your friend. I'm sorry, I did not catch your name. My name's Aeroleth. Please continue. I don't want to talk to you. As she just has this defensive stance. It's almost the same stance Enid has currently, like a mirror.
When?
Yep.
Where have you been? Anyway.
They have been traveling around from plane to plane. Starting with the plane of water. And you can see that his head turns slightly towards Yrsa as he starts to talk about the different planes of existence. Corrupting a kraken. Stealing the essence of that plane and gaining the abilities to heal themselves. He then traveled to the Shadowfell, corrupting the dragon all of you killed, Umbraxipor, gaining the ability of shadows to hide, to maneuver quickly. He then traveled to the plane of Mechanus, plane of time, corrupting one of the guardians there, gained the ability, and he looks towards Rienne, of manipulating time and space, holding things in place, reversing time. I believe you saw that firsthand. After that, Demogorgon realized he was strong enough and had enough power to finally kill one of the other demon lords. I believe also you recognized a third voice. The head grafted to his body is that of the demon lord of Undeath, Orcus. Demogorgon killed him and stole his power. Something that should not have happened. And now that Demogorgon knows he's able to open rifts with the magic and power he has, he's doing so. Corrupting a storm giant king, opening a rift in the plane of air just because he could. Other rifts to the abyss to let his soldiers. You see, there's a long history. Myself, Orcus, and Demogorgon. The three of us hate each other greatly. So, Orcus's death lit ambition in my heart. Because I'm next, and I wish to stay alive. I believe all of you have the abilities to kill Demogorgon. You've already severed one of his ties to the Shadowfell. He lost that power when you did that. I believe that Demogorgon is attempting to challenge our Father, to become unkillable, to become invulnerable, immortal, so that he can take the place of the Chained Oblivion himself, the god of chaos, Tharizdun.
All right. So then, Well, all of this is good to know. Bits and pieces of this we already did know. So, in simplest terms, how do we ensure that the Demogorgon dies?
Well, first, you stop him from getting hold of the goddess of the moon's power. Power of the veil, traveling between worlds. And also, harnessing the power of a god would help him greatly and almost accomplish his goals. So, your friend there, what she is imploring all of you to do, it's a good step. Second, continue to do what you have been doing. You need to close those other two rifts. Specifically, sever the ties to the creatures he is pulling essence from. You need to travel to the plane of water and kill the Kraken. And travel to the plane of Mechanus and kill one of the Guardian Maroots.
And then, after that?
Well, then you seek out Demogorgon. And because all of you are not from the Abyss, it is simple. Kill him in his home.
Just with the magical weapons we have. There's no special tool or device or anything of the sort.
All of you, some of you, possess divine energy. That is enough after he loses his ability to manipulate time, healing, to kill him. I do not know how strong all of you are. There are items and artifacts you could find. But I am no help in this area of expertise.
So, if of the trio that all hates each other, two are dead, does that not open up opportunities for you?
Oh, absolutely. But I'm not trying to take over the world and spread chaos. I'm trying to live. So this is just an outcome of Demogorgon's ignorance.
Could I double check that when he says he doesn't want to take over the world, he's being honest?
Yeah, make an insight check.
It's like, I know probably, like, that would be wild if, like, this whole time he's actually the big bad evil guy, but also. Okay, 23.
Yeah, I mean, he seems sincere. You can tell that Gratz is definitely... He loves himself and loves what he owns and has.
Indulging.
Yeah, when he talks about the layers of the Abyss that he rules over, you can tell that he very much enjoys what he does. Plus, when those two are gone, there's always another to take their place. It's just a matter of time when. That is all the information I have, which is much more than you had previously. Have I gained your trust?
It's sorry, dude. Really appreciate it and all, but it takes a lot more than giving us some information to gain trust. Like, you know, we're always in life periling situations. So maybe if you save our lives once, potentially, right? But like, come on. You eavesdropped, you gave us some information. Awesome, thank you. But we're still gonna keep you at arm's length. So.
That is fair. Are we at an accord? Acquaintances.
I think that I have no problem promising you that we will kill the Demogorgon. However, I want you to understand that this is not a threat at all. But should you ever decide in the future that the Abyss isn't enough for you anymore, if we've already slayed the Demogorgon, if we've already beaten Mephistopheles, we won't hesitate.
I like you. I
Can I
see
just-
that all.
Sorry, you're supposed to say, could I just ask what you'll be doing during this time? I mean, it seems as though we're the ones who are going to be taking on this great task, and you are gaining a lot from it, as are we, as the world is, but what are you doing to contribute to this? And I don't mean to say that to be rude, but you approach us as this very powerful demon lord. I want to know how you are going to help in this fight.
Oh dear Druid, I will not be helping in this fight. As I stated earlier, I cannot kill Demogorgon. We are of the same kin.
Correct, but there's other things you could be doing.
And what I could be doing is staying alive, staying away. Because if Demogorgon was to kill me and take my abilities, well, that just makes everything harder for all of you. Much, much harder. You were already on the path, completing this task before I showed up. I just gave you a little bit more information than you had.
Well, thank you. It is appreciated. And what will you do now?
I will head back to my home. And hope that all of you kill Demogorgon before he gets to me. Seems as though his priority's a little higher with the goddess, however.
Well, we will be sure to get there before he does.
I know you will. But I have taken too much of your time. Enjoy your moon. This is where I say goodbye. And as he looks to all of you, you see him just slip away and disappear into nothingness, and that dagger you're holding, Rian, disappears as well. And you hear Irla say, "Fuck that guy."
Yes. Agree. I don't like him very much.
I don't like him at all. Really wish you would have let us keep the dagger. But
what if it was cursed?
Yeah, see, I was debating being like, well, if you can't be here with us, you might want to give us something. But I didn't really want anything that he, had his slimy hands on, so.
I'm not nearly as inclined as some of the rest of you, but the item didn't seem cursed to me. It seemed connected to him, but not cursed, at least that one. But...
I mean, the information he gave, what reason would he have to lie about it? So at least we know a little bit more now.
Right, we have more direction.
And Rian will kind of look towards Gideon when he says this and say, at least that answers one question. I do think that I still have some, but that did help at least figure out one of the big ones.
So Demogorgon does know.
Which gives us all the more reason to move with haste.
Moon, I know you
see.
Sounds like it. Moon, I know you don't, or said that the Moon Court doesn't, like, really leave. But if they know that you know what you know, and that you're telling us, are they gonna step in? Because I'm fine fucking killing them.
I know you are. I don't know. They know that I know. Because that's why they've been chasing me. I don't know if they know I told you already. But no one showed up yet. And they're only really able to travel to the prime material, at least during the blue moon.
No, it's still a long night.
Then we should be prepared. Or at least on the lookout.
Also, what will Sahanin do to the Moon Court once we save her?
I've thought about this. And honestly, I don't know.
But, like, whatever happens, because it should be, rightfully so, bad for them. But you wouldn't count in that, right? Because you're exiled. So you're not even part of the Moon Court anymore. So that covers you,
I'm hoping
right?
I'll be one of the people standing next to you when we wake her up. So if it does happen, I'll have immunity or something.
Yeah. Oh.
But I know that Sahanin was never a benevolent god. She was quite nice from what I heard.
But, like Yrsa's nice, but, like, if we all trapped Yrsa on the moon, I'm sure Yrsa would be very mad.
Yes.
Right, Yrsa? Yeah.
Very, very mad.
So she'll probably be very, very angry when
Maybe
she wakes
Smite
up at...
will happen, who knows?
Potentially. I also just had a thought. With Sahanin gone, there have been no clerics to the goddess of the moon. And the goddess of the veil has been, well, gone. Do you think that all of this is happening because she's been asleep?
You think she might be able to fix it if we wake her up?
I don't think fix it, but she was the one of the main ones that created the Divine Gate. One of the ones that was supposed to protect the gate, protect the veil.
Well, maybe if we wake her up, she can maybe fortify. I mean, who's to say once we close all these rifts that the Demogorgon doesn't just open them up again? But if she's awake and we can restore some of the power she once had, it might be a way to strengthen the barrier.
Yeah.
And I mean, it doesn't help that she has no clerics. I mean, like you said, it seems as though everyone just assumes that she's dead. And
No one knows she's dead. Or was dead. The Moon Court's the only one who knew that
right,
acted
but
like she was dead.
if there are no clerics, there's nobody to. Where does the divinity come from?
Right.
You know,
I
where
see what you're
does
saying,
that-
like pulling from her energy or whatever that is.
And I think if maybe people knew, there would be that faith that would be restored, and it could gather more strength and bring her strength. But, I mean, that's thinking several steps ahead. I think we just need to get there.
I won't be able to go with you to speak to Lady Gemcloak. Once the blue moon is gone, I won't be able to get to the Primaterial. But I can guarantee that when you guys head to the moon,
You'll be with us.
of course.
We can talk with Lady Gemcloak. I mean, I don't have quite the relationship everyone else here does, but I think the repertoire is like she will, like, you know, if we say, hey, you belong on the moon, she might just be like, that makes sense, right?
I mean, I've never talked to her, but I mean, maybe.
I don't know if it'll be that easy, but I'm hoping maybe a conversation could help unlock something. But I could be reaching.
I don't think she has any reason to doubt us. She sacrificed a great deal for us already. If we tell her that this is what it is, I believe that she will trust us.
Also, I just had another thought. When we wake Sahanine, she'll probably like give us a gift or something, right? Like she'll be happy.
Goddesses do that, right? People with goddesses.
I mean, we should ask, right?
I'm gonna say something a little, hopefully not controversial, but I don't think that should be what's on our mind right now. I think
Whoa, what? I'm just kidding.
I think that if that happens, great. But I think the gift itself is having the goddess back to restore balance to the court, and maybe if there is a gift, it might just be a pardon for everything that you've done. I think that.
See, this is what I was telling you about Rian. He keeps us very grounded and on track.
Yeah.
So,
Just an absolute fun sucker, I know. Yeah.
Well, to also suck said fun. I also think that there's a possibility that when she wakes up, she could be very confused. And with confusion comes frustration and anger, and she might not know what exactly going on. And that could be very dangerous for us. So we should really be prepared for anything.
Yeah, we don't want to fight a god.
No, we will lose.
I mean, we can get on the Nautiloid and head to Gemcloak now if we want. I'll drive.
I mean, I think, well, she kind of looks to Moon and Enid, though. This is the question, I guess, for John. Like, if we go into the Astral Sea... Oh, wait, yeah, Moon can be with us in the Astral Sea, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh,
But
well, then
Lady
fuck it.
Gemcloak is still here on the
Oh,
material
wait, that's
plane,
right.
We'd have to go pick her up, then head to Astral Sea.
If we travel to her, does the moon stay?
As long as the blue moon
Moonshine?
is out,
Mm-hmm.
which it just started like maybe an hour ago.
How long
Yeah,
does it
so
last?
I mean a normal time that a moon would stay out, so like
Oh,
you know,
just for the
until the
evening?
next morning.
All
Yeah, until the
night
next morning.
long, all
Yeah,
night.
yeah, yeah. So I mean,
Fiesta.
yes,
Forever.
you could
Well-
bring Moon with you.
Okay, yeah, because that's what Yursa didn't want to, like, great, you're here with us. Sorry, we gotta go. You know,
Right.
like,
Bye.
But if she can come with us, let's fucking go.
I mean, if she can, I think so too. That's what Enid would suggest. Like, why not? You can still go back. You'll just be going from a different place.
Okay. Yeah, I can go.
Maybe if we get there, I don't know how. I mean, Gideon, how fast can this thing go? Because maybe
Very
Moon,
fast.
maybe Moon can convince Lady Gemcloak a little bit better. You know, like having
Maybe.
a person that's from the Moon Court.
Yeah, but she doesn't know who I am or who she is.
But she knows
I'll-
about the Moon Court.
Yeah, I would
And
think so.
why would a rogue member of the Moon Court lie?
I mean,
His face.
I feel like you answered your own question.
I did.
There's a lot of rogue members of the Moon Court lying right now.
Errol left Patsy on the back unit.
But you're, you know, the good one. You're the only one.
Right, but Gemcloak doesn't know that.
But that's why
I'll be quiet.
I can travel with all of you. I think
I'm glad that's the
I can help.
just got there.
How do we get there?
On our spaceship.
That's right. You have a spaceship.
A point of order before we go, I guess. I mean, I'm all for an offensive strategy. I feel like we've just been reacting and playing defense with Demogorgon for too long, but however long this takes, it will leave here on the material plane mostly undefended.
I mean, there still is the order, and I can send word there. Perhaps have them cast a bit of a wider net. As well as I need to message Sayori anyway and inform her of our connection to the Giants. They did say that if we ever needed them, they would be there for us. So, we have that. In case we are away and something happens, it won't be entirely undefended. I mean...
And I can message Willow and let her know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the best answer, but it's at least a start.
I
And
think
maybe-
this is... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say maybe Marathol can keep an eye on things. He seems to be pretty good at that.
Yeah. I think this is still the right thing to do. I just wanted to make sure that we understood what we were doing before we left.
What if we told the Queen that we're friends with
The Queen of Eastvaria?
that one? You know?
I mean, she can help with Eastvaria, but if another Umbraxicor happens...
Right, but I meant like about our Sky Giant friends so that they could step in and help in that area.
We really should use the resources of Eastvaria and the College of Eldon to set up teleportation circles. That way we can quickly travel from the home of the Order of the Lotus to Anomi's throne room, to Eldon, I mean, to anywhere that's willing to have us. in case something like Umbraxicor happens again.
I think we should send these messages in the morning, so that way, before we leave, we can have all of our ducks in a row. I think it's a very good idea, Gideon, to at least make sure people are aware that our absence is going to be... We don't know.
And tonight is a perfect time, I think, actually, to, provided it's not too late, to send messages, though, because of the blue moon. It is... We can send as many as we want.
Actually, good
Well, didn't we want to leave tonight so that Moon could come with us to Lady Gemcloak? We don't want to leave in the morning because then Moon has to bamf.
Right.
I think leave to the moon in the morning, but go get Lady Gemcloak now. So that way we can immediately head to the moon after we've rested.
Yeah. So messages, spaceship ride, gem cloak, moon.
And
I
if
think
y'all
just
want to
for-
sleep on the ship, that's fine. I'll just turn the radio on or something.
I think just for like time, John, like, can we say we messaged all these people, like, hey, we're gonna be gone for a little bit, handling important biz.
Yeah.
You know.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out of office for the next week.
Forward my mail, please.
Please forward
Figure
my
it
mail
out.
to Sayori Alvain of Hombaport.
Romulus is just like, again? All right.
Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game.
I will say, for those who work at the keep, while you're gone, you will have to pay. I don't remember what the last time you had to pay them, but I'd say subtract 300 gold to pay all of the people who work at the keep.
From the potty fund, it comes.
For the next probably month.
But we paid for like a year in advance when we first hired these people.
Did you?
Yeah. We paid a
never
fat
mind.
chunk for like a
Never
year,
mind
so we
then.
didn't have to worry about it. Because we hoped the campaign would be over by then.
Boat private trip. Gold for Gideon, his allowance.
What?
I was just checking the thing here. Gold for guards. Yeah, we paid 2,400 gold. Out of the party
For the
fund.
guards.
To the guards, yeah. When we initially hired them a month ago. So that would make sense.
However long that was.
That would make sense if it was 200 gold a month for all of them. Because then that would be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we can get into logistics later. Because there are different other people that were hired recently. Like a cook. People that clean the keep.
Sure. Will,
John,
and you know
I'm
what?
subtracting 150 platinum. Let us never speak of this again.
All right.
It's well here. I'll subtract an extra 1,000 gold from the party fund to pay for all the rest of the stuff.
All right. Cool.
In perpetuity.
Here you go, Romulus. Just giant ass bag. Just you take care of that. Little extra for yourself, bud.
Moon does say, okay, so I guess let's go talk to the avatar of the goddess of the moon.
She's really nice.
Oh, well, that's good.
She might ask you for a story, so think of that.
A story?
Yeah, like her whole thing is like collecting like knowledge and stories. So it can be like, you know, about you, a story you heard. Yeah.
Oh. I wonder if that's because she doesn't remember a lot of things.
That tracks.
Well, to the spaceship, I guess. So,
Away.
Indeed.
Real quick. So, I don't know how many potions people use. In our last fights. And I know we had a whole day about this, but I'm just thinking about it now. I don't have any in my inventory right now, except for a potion of flying.
All right, take a greater from me. I have 3.
Okay.
Actually, take 2 because I have lay on hands also, so I do not need. So they're potions of
Then
greater
never
healing.
mind.
So I will say, as all of you head to the Nautiloid, with all the information you have gathered here from Aeroleth and the Demon Lord Gratz, you all head to the now known avatar of the Goddess of the Moon, to Lady Gemcloak's castle, in hopes to convince her to travel back to her body. And with that, that is where we will end tonight's session.
Woo!
Thank you for tuning in.
Woo! Woo, woo, woo! Thank you.
Joe, take us out.
Yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know I did. Be sure to tune in on Saturday for the Isles of Iverion at the normal start time, maybe pushed back by a half an hour, but it will be around the same start time as it used to be, which is around 3:30 Central Standard Time. Oh my God, Furby, thank you for the bits. That's so nice of you.
Jesus.
So happy to be back.
Kind.
Too kind.
For the guards.
Yeah, Furby paid for the guards. What I will say though is not to be a Debbie Downer, but after Isles on Saturday, Kayla nor I will be available that entire next week because that is
It's opening night.
it's opening night. It's Max Bialystoc's greatest show. Okay, so yeah, it's opening night for Kayla's show, and for Salamander Coast, typically I can still play because I'm not in her shows, but this time is different. I am, so I will be busy on Tuesday. Woo! Kayla and I will both be busy on Wednesday, and then Saturday night is going to be one of the performances. So sadly, nothing next week, but then after that,
Tune into the performance and you can watch Joe sing and dance. We'll post the link in the chat. You'll know.
Yes.
you can watch me walk around and
No.
sing.
Joe was considering a power slide. He hasn't done it yet. I told him he has to show me it before he,
I need
before he
to-
can do it
yeah.
on stage.
I
But
want
he's
to see
considering
it.
it.
I might need to purchase different pants if I'm gonna power slide. I don't know if those. I don't know if they can handle the force. Exactly. Thank you so much. Anyway, Furby's mind was blown. So was mine. We'll see you Saturday. We'll have a week break, and then we'll back nose to the grindstone playing D&D. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
To finish the story.